Ladies and gentlemen, happy Saturday. If you are seeing these lovely faces or you are hearing the voices of these lovely people, then you know this is the Kayfabe Podcast. I am your host, the final councilman, Will Pharaoh. I'm here with the sweetest ooze, wrestling with honey, and the people's nightmare, Mr. Deonne, a.k.a. Mr. All-Star Fandom.
Give him the eyebrow. Give him the eyebrow. Do the eyebrow.
Oh, I got a hat on.
Yeah. I love it in the trailer video. I love it.
Been practicing that since 98.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. As soon as you know you got it down, you be like, oh, yeah. This, because you got to know your tilt. Got to go down with
angle.
Like you got to. As soon as you know it, though, it's like, then you see your other friends do it, they be like,
it's funny because you see it like in Be Cool with John Travolta's like, now give me that eyebrow thing, and The Rock goes, oh. Then he does it. He like relaxes the shoulder.
Be Cool is such an underrated movie.
Underrated.
It's a good one.
Hilarious.
So good. I don't get sick of it.
I don't either. Like that's an all-star cast, and I felt like no character wasted.
None.
No.
And John Travolta was cool as a motherfucker in there too.
Cool as a motherfucker, man.
Andre 3000 too, right? Like it was
the entertainer.
Dabu, player.
Gold pistol. He's like, you know what? Don't even give me the gun.
Don't even give me no gun. You know what I'm gonna do.
You already know what I'm gonna do with it.
Every time he's always like Dabu, player.
I
love it.
You drinking tea? That's good. I like shout out to Be Cool, man. But of course, this is the Kayfabe Podcast where we're supposed to be talking about wrestling, but y'all know sometimes we shoot the ish and go off on side quests, and it's always a good time. But we got a lot to discuss today. We got some trending topics we're talking about. We're also doing Elimination Chamber predictions. If you're watching this episode, it is pre-recorded because right now I am probably at this particular time, I am either on the flight or I have made it to my hotel already because I'm getting ready to go on the boat. And I am prepared. But I found out I'm not allowed to bring weapons on. So I'm gonna have to figure out what kind of weapon to make on the boat. Just in case the dolphins and the sea urchins come after me again. I just want to be prepared. I thought I could bring like a nightstick. You know the ones that pop open like that?
Like
the big boss man?
Just so I can. Just in case, just at least give me something, because I think I can knock out a boar with my fist in the water.
We had this discussion, man.
In the water,
I don't know.
I could wrestle one though. I definitely think.
Do we tell you the stats again? Wild boars kill 8.6 people.
But that means I got a 91.4% chance.
But we ain't nobody just around wild boars like this, man. Like,
you don't know my life. You don't know what I've been around. Okay? Just like I now believe that I feel like I could choke out a dolphin in the water. Like I can't punch one, but I definitely think like I could wrestle one and put it to sleep. Like Arian Cross.
Wait, why are we talking about animal cruelty, man?
No, this is animal defense. This is if they decide to come mess with me and I fall off the boat. This ain't me just like, I'm finna go on the beach and just start choking out dolphins.
Somebody come in, get the fin, raise it up, raise it down.
He's out. Ring the bell.
Oh my goodness.
But man, so we've talked about though. Like I said, we're getting into trending topics today. We're talking about Elimination Chamber predictions, what's going down. We're also going to be doing some fantasy booking for ourselves as well. And of course, we have the blind five today. And of course, Honey is at the round once again. And after Honey's last, one has to go,
Listen, I'm on a time limit today.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Listen.
They see y'all. They're already starting with me. They poked the bear. They poked the bear.
What I do? All I did was say you're in charge. So what I do?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even started.
And then also talking about my one gotta go yesterday. Like,
Listen.
Mr. One gotta go.
I mean, you tried. It was a great one.
Yeah, it was.
Did it affect us? No.
No,
We were very easy enough to say which ones can go.
there'll be more.
There will be. We even told you what you could hit to make us. Also, too, that's the one I didn't give away. You really want to fuck with me? Do one with NXT.
Yeah, Mr. NXT.
He's had me in a spiral. I might do like you. I refuse to answer.
Your time will come, Councilman. Your time will
Start doing like that meme. I just arrived. You got to pick one. I just arrived. Out of these three, which one? I just arrived.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's get into this first story, man. Now we've heard about the WWE ID and just how incredible this opportunity is for training facilities and other independent shows that have been really trailblazing outside of the mainstream of wrestling, now kind of get the chance to be put under the wing of, the biggest wrestling company in the world. And I think it's just very cool. And so now we've also been alerted that Triple H announced that we are going to have WWE ID champions. Of course, one for the men, one for the women, and they will be defending this everywhere.
Okay, not gonna lie. When I saw this, I was like, this is AI. But then I looked at the story because I was like, WWE ID titles, like to be defended anywhere and everywhere, maybe to crown the next person who's been ID'd. Like, I don't know, like the possibilities for this is endless because it just this opens independent wrestling to a whole new world, I feel like.
Yeah.
And WWE making those relationships and partnerships with those independent organizations. Plus, I mean, they're already partnered with schools like Cody's, Booker T's, and multiple ones, and Seth Rollins. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is a traveling title, like an old school world champion, like going from town to town or region to region, territory to territory.
Mm-hmm.
That might be pretty dope, man.
Yeah, I mean, the first ones even come to mind too is just like these that are collecting multiple titles. So like, just I know they're not. We're just calling them independent, not under the ID yet. But like, I think of folks like Austin Aries, like Kenny Omega, who were to us, like those are the kings of the independent circuit and everything. Mm-hmm. When they come to your town, or even someone like Zilla. Like Zilla, like him being able to rock these belts and stuff. But I think it just gives it a chance of like being able to have WWE see what these guys and what these women can do as champions, how they can carry the brand, and and it's not such a heavy burden of like carrying the company itself.
Yeah.
But it gets to have them test out, see what it is, go over there, be a representation of WWE, especially in places that we don't know. And everything. But honey, what are your thoughts on this newest addition to WWE's ID program and issuing out championships that'll be defended anywhere?
I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I'm like, damn, we got more titles. But considering that this is for the independent circuit, I think this is really cool. It's definitely more incentive for the members of WWE ID to, step up their game to be able to win and become the ID champion, and then to go on abroad around the world or select. I don't know if it did they say this will be defended literally anywhere?
Yeah.
Not just the companies that they have partnerships with.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's big.
Yeah.
That's big because you're pretty much granting the talent an opportunity to expand their horizons and promote their brand on an international scale just from jump before they're actually even like on a main roster or anything like that. And that's a great opportunity. So I think that's awesome incentive. I think this is a really cool concept. And it's definitely going to make superstars want to step their game up. I can't wait to see like where we end up and where we land. Like if there's going to be a tournament as such, you know what I mean? And I can't wait to see it.
But this is so smart. Like from WWE standpoint, like I can't turn my marketing brain off of it, but the fact that they're able to sort of expand the brand through this WWE ID as well, and doing some. Triple H is a territories guy. He loved territories, and the fact that he's doing this doesn't surprise me at all because, again, his favorite wrestler worked the territories, Ric Flair.
Yeah,
and seeing how they made these titles to be able to travel and make relationships with other independent organizations. This would have never happened 3-4 years ago. Like never. WWE is this box, and we stay in this box. With Triple H, there's no box, and
it just went poof.
This makes all of wrestling a bit better in the long run, and it makes sure that WWE stays as being the show. You know.
Yeah.
Also, not just better, but I think also healthier.
Yeah.
Because it still allows to provide that fresh and newness of the talent that's coming up. And you'll be able to get a good look at these rising stars because they will eventually, you'll see them on your screen.
Triple H thinking about the future. He's thinking about a lot. That's why we got NXT, right?
Mm-hmm.
He thought about the future when no one else was.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say, Paul Levesque. I love you. You're doing a great job.
I can't call him Paul, though. He's always Hunter, man.
He's Paul now. He's Paul. He's Paul.
That's Hunter to me.
That's Hunter.
I mean, of course.
Hunter cursed Helmsley. That's who you are.
Hunter, man.
Now, I know his mama named him Paul, but I ain't gonna call him Paul. That boy name, that's Hunter right there.
That's the picture of Paul, but I get it.
He just fits Hunter so well now.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, you swear you don't want to call yourself Hunter? Like, that's you. Like Paul don't suit you. Like Paul Levesque, you don't look like a Paul Levesque, first and foremost. You look like a Hunter Hearst him. You look like you come from old money.
I mean, we saw him 30 years as Hunter. We only know
him. Like 30 years, and it's like now it's Paul. Nah, I can't do it.
Paul Triple H Levesque.
Nah, that's Triple H, aka Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
That's it.
But I like it though too, just because, like I said, it gives them a chance to really show why the idea is important, and especially if it's defended everywhere and it's amongst the people that are in the ID, it works even better, especially now too when it comes to booking, because it's like, yo, I can book a WWE ID championship match at like, let's say Hog of Glory, like not to say, I know Hog of Glory isn't a part of it or anything, but like, let's just say like that as an example, but like Zilla Fatu is in Ring of Honor and like you strap the belt on Zilla Fatu and he's defending it in Houston and then he's going to Hog with wearing this championship. It's like, it just lets you know, like, and then also too, it creates this status of like showing the progression of what an independent star is doing. It's like, yo, it's almost kind of one of those, like, if you're a college football player, it's like, yo, hey, I got the big time looking at me right now. Like,
it's my rise. It's the creative player. It's the superstar mode.
Literally, he made my rise in real life. And so I think it's dope, and I think it's just another accolade to show that like the direction of what WWE is moving in. Like, again, you're gonna have your opportunities that need to be fixed, and we know Hunter has some of those. But I'm not finna throw like hate or salt on this man and say it's like, oh, there you go doing this. It's like, no, because again, once again, Vince McMahon wanted Ronda Rousey to win the entire 2022 Rumble and throw everybody out. Paul ain't done nothing like that. I'm gonna call him Paul now. He ain't done nothing.
He's done nothing as egregious as anything I feel like Vince has booked those last like 10, 15 years, I guess. But yeah.
Vince made Hornswoggle his son. Triple H ain't done nothing like that. So
and he
won't at all. So let's keep giving this a chance. It's seeming that it is moving in the right direction, and I'm all for it. So I'm not going to ask that question because I know we can't do it off the top of the head, but maybe we'll have another episode of it of where we make our own independent tournament and see who should be the first ever women's ID champion and the first men's ID champion.
Yeah, we start getting that lineup.
But I know we got to study. I know Deonne got to get his notes ready. So I
would love that.
I have 2 notebooks right next to me, right?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't want to just throw that at y'all like that. So, we'll work on that so we can put it together and stuff. So, but shout out to Triple H, shout out to WWE and TKO, man. Just it could again, to Honey's point that she always says on WWT, now it is the best time ever to be a wrestling fan, and I am all for it. Now, something interesting I do want to bring up: the goddess.
She's more than interesting.
Every time I think about that, I think about Mickey Rourke from Sin City when they say her name.
Oh my God. Oh, love Sin City.
Yes, the goddess.
We'll talk about that shooting the shit.
Yes. Alexa Bliss, of course, has returned. She is in the Elimination Chamber. And character-wise, I feel like they found this perfect middle for her, where we still get a bit of that goddess feel, but also still of that Alexa Lily Funhouse feel. But we know that the Wyatt Six is lurking around. We know that we've seen the hidden messages. And so, we haven't seen them. So,
where?
Yeah, case in point. But
where they at, Lily?
It was with the hair flicked on.
Yeah, like where they at, huh?
Because you don't realize like how close she is to the stuff. It kind of seemed like, it may be far away.
Yeah, it was bleared. It's bleared.
she
I didn't realize she was that close.
She gonna fuck me up in my sleep now. What?
The greatest of ease, just flip the hair.
Yeah, she just. Oh shit. Now I want to know from y'all though. We're seeing these messages. We're seeing it. We're seeing there is some correlation, but I want to pick y'all creative brain. How do we make this work with Alexa and the Wyatt Six? Because again, we've kind of seen, especially if you watch the Bray documentary, there were a couple of ideas that they had shot, especially when it came to involving her, that he wasn't too keen on. As an example, the burnt up theme, just because of how difficult it was for the suit. That ending that we never really understood at WrestleMania when they were in Tampa and the crown was bleeding, and for some reason Randy Orton still won for some odd, strange reason, and then we never got nothing after that with all of that happening. So and it just kind of revamped it with him and like Uncle Howdy. So just now with what's going on, and it seems that they're still trying to implement her into this. What is the best creative way, one, to work the Wyatt Six into SmackDown and Alexa Bliss into this story of the Wyatt Six? It takes some time to think. I don't have to be like, I'll go now.
I feel like Honey's thought of this already.
I think about it every day. I always think about it. But as far as now, all right, because you have to look back at the whole last year. Well, if you were following me and Will at WWT all last year, we were pretty much like trying to figure out these damn QR codes and looking for them, even during our watch alongs and everything. The whole point of Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six being revamped into this extension of Wyndham and his brother is based on them accepting themselves for who they are. The Uncle Howdy's thing was always revel in what you are. You can't deny what you are. You can't escape what you are. And case in point, Alexa Bliss, before we didn't see her anymore, one of the last times we saw her was on TV, and Uncle Howdy was kind of like taunting her and following her everywhere. Nothing ever really became of it. Shut up. The Alexa. It always gets me. But and now with the whole therapy sessions and all those letters that were written and all those tapes that were put out of, Gacy and Eric Rowan and Nikki Cross and all of them, they've all learned to accept who they truly are through Uncle Howdy, right? Through the embrace of Wyndham. With Alexa Bliss, she was when the last times we were seeing her on TV, she was denying, she was escaping, she was running away from the darkness. She probably, I guess if you wanted to like twist up the story, the whole ending with Randy and the Lily thing, that was probably something. I mean, that was definitely something that went wrong and we know it. But as far as like for storyline purposes, maybe she got too afraid of the darkness and wanted to change and get away from it. Hence why Uncle Howdy following her. But now she comes back in this huge Royal Rumble return, completely shook up the world. And look at what she wore. Embracing every single bit of herself as who she was as Lily and as the right hand of Bray Wyatt in the Fun House. She will be the Fiend's friend forever. She was the first friend allowed in the Fun House and willingly accepted by all the other puppets as well. So she also helped create the Wyatt Six, I think. I think that she's also the real reason why the Wyatt Six became the Wyatt Six and went from being puppets to actual people. Let's not forget she had a really crazy segment doing witchcraft on Raw one time, like with the Pentagon and all that and the candles and all that, her looking up with the yellow eyes and everything. So I think this is pretty much what's going on. Is we're going to continue to see the paths cross, because at the end of the day, her and Uncle Howdy have now embraced who they are, and they're going to be working together, and they're going to be friends forever through the spirit of Wyndham.
So is she joined like it's like, will it be like Alexa Bliss in the Wyatt Six, or is like what's the
because especially how you just explained it. So it's like, where does she fall into the fold of the Six?
What's crazy is that I wanted them to stay away from this. But since we're here,
really?
Like I kind of wanted to see the Alexa Bliss denial phase continue and build up into this. But we got this. And it was great. I'm not complaining about this at all, about the way it was done. But one thing about Uncle Howdy, he doesn't forget. So I'm not sure if Uncle Howdy is on her side, being that she is still the one who technically did betray the Fiend. Mm-hmm. So there might still be friction in there. And that's when Nikki, aka Sister Abigail, will have to come through. And we're going to see them. And they've been tag partners. So there's a lot of history there with her and Nikki.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I don't know about joining. I think it will just be constant friction and like uncertainty as to should they bring her back in, because the last time we tried to trust her, she couldn't be trusted. Mm-hmm.
Deonne, any thoughts to the creative process between Alexa Bliss and the Wyatt Six?
Now, I always thought I'm our Wyatt Six expert, Honey. I'm gonna call for what she's been saying and keeping up with the last few months. Is I thought from this that she would join them. Like I saw her being a part of it, but I forgot the whole betrayal thing, and that completely slipped my mind. Just because like the last time she was here, Alexa Bliss was there. She just something didn't fit. Like her return didn't fit. The music changed, got us all caught off guard too. But
the Lily's Playground shit was dope. Her segments with that were awesome.
Yeah, but they dived a little too far into like when she had like the pale white face on there. I was like, this is not hitting the way y'all think it should be hit.
Except that one time when she shitted on Charlotte, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But I thought she'd join. I thought she'd join up with them, because I think her character and her character work she's done before would lend really well with that group. Especially just she's a great talker. So is Bo. I think those two sort of walking hand in hand would be pretty dope. And that allowed the rest of the crew to wrestle. That allowed them to get their promo work in when they can. And I don't know what their main goal would be of the W to do over on SmackDown or whatever. They're on SmackDown, right?
Apparently.
So
I ain't seen them. It's been almost 2 months.
But I would love to know, like, if they have like a plan, like a reason why they're together, what they plan to do on SmackDown, or to who on SmackDown. We thought we were going to get a run in with Karrion Kross and his crew, right? But half his crew's gone. So there's no more of that. So what do you do with the Wyatt Six now in Alexa? But I think if they have like some sort of goal or mission for Friday nights, I think that'll be a dope sort of thing that they can do for that. But I see them walking hand in hand, her and Bo carrying on this carry on Bray's legacy through that.
Yeah.
It would also be a test though, because this would be the second. No, excuse me. Randy was the first. Randy was the first person Bray trusted and he was betrayed. Lily was the second. Well, Alexa was the second. Uncle Howdy, I don't know if he's gonna be so forgiving because this isn't Wyndham. This is Bo. This is Uncle Howdy. This is the brother, and he looks at shit a lot differently. But they got their eyes on her, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how I see it. I think the angle that they push with Alexa is their mother. Like she's the mother of it. She is
mother.
Yeah, she's the last remaining piece of Bray. Like, because if you think about it, Uncle Howdy came after her. Mm-hmm. So she's the last one to really have all of the energy and power transferred into her, which is why I think Bo would accept her, because that is the last piece of Bray that he has is within her. And so in doing so, this is where you start working it for her to have her own version of the Fiend and this other personality.
Shut up. Oh,
that's dope.
Yeah. And in control of it, just like how he is.
Oh. No, that's really
a female fiend.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's how it starts to work itself in. And she needs them for her to accept that that's what it is, because it's there. And just like seeing the vignette that she had for the chamber, this with the playground, all of that stuff, it's like, yo, bring all of that in. Bring all of that. Give her her own characters. Let Lily be in there. Give her new puppets as well.
And the last, stop it. And the last message that we got from the Wyatt Six with the glitch when she appeared, it said in scrambled letters, it spells out, "Do you feel in control?" And in her vignette, the last thing she said was, I am in control.
Yeah.
And so just imagine that, where she starts to do that, and then just imagine she's giving the vignette and she do this and she wearing the gloves.
You mean these old things? These old things?
No.
The black ones, right? She got the black ones too. There they are.
These old things.
The heel hurt. The heel hurt, and she gets a new version of herself. Like, you got this one where it's in control, but she becomes the new version of the Fiend.
Coming in and screw up Mickey James, screw up Charlotte, screw up everybody that wronged her. Nia Jax.
Yep, and what works so well about it is you don't have to keep all of them together all the time. Like, the Wyatt Six can still blend into different stories, and she's still there to be able to exact her vengeance as well. But you always know they're lingering around.
And she's different than, like, that would create her different than any other superstar or women's wrestler on the card.
Yep.
And there's a space for that.
Yep. Like the wicked goddess. Like, that's her alternate version.
Hey man, how we get jobs there? Or at least
good idea.
How we get jobs
by this show? Because I'm back. Because just like I do Stratford comic book, when they start doing these, the fans gonna be like, "Yo, he said this shit first. Y'all got this from him, and it's showing right here." So
cut the
like,
checks.
What a checks.
I was like, me and Honey were with him.
I want my Oba and Moose check. Damn it. Stop.
Because she definitely campaigned that all year.
All year, every week, all year. I know y'all was probably sick of me saying that shit too. But I'm like,
Because as soon as you said it,
I'm a believer.
I was like, it gotta happen. It gotta happen. But that's the way I see it. And then that way too, it's like you don't necessarily take away from Bo either. And then just imagine like their promos with the both of them, and like where Alexa starts getting emotional about Wyndham being gone. And how
that's right. Break part.
Like both of them sitting there and they start switching out and stuff, and like it'll show their alternate and then go back to the regular.
There you are.
That's good, man.
I like you. I just I just don't want this shit to die down, man. This is Bray's legacy we're talking about, so this is very delicate. for a lot of people.
But to that point, I think that's another reason why they've been keeping them off for so long. Because if you really think about it, there is no proper story to tell them, especially now with the Karrion Kross thing being done. There's nothing really proper enough to work out with that, and they haven't given us anybody to do that with just yet. And I think that's why it's also taking so long to kind of like figure this out, because even with having like Rowan and Gacy as a tag team, the tag team division was shit when they got here. And they're still trying to rev that back up right now. So there's nothing for them to topple per se. Then you have Bo. Of course, Bo got to extract revenge, but it's like, yo, that's a elongated story. And with the list of people that you would go after, all of them are busy. Like Randy's gone, but Randy's still in the story with KO. LA Knight was US champion, and now he's mixed in with Shinsuke Nakamura. But it's like, and then even like to a Seth Rollins, and then even some other ones, like they're no longer Roman, but all of them are tied into other stories right now, to where it's like you don't want to take them away for that, and then you don't want to undermine the story of what Bray is going to be trying to tell through Bo and the rest of them. But I think adding Alexa starts to give that story more meaning, because she has more people that she can start crossing off a list. Like imagine, like you know, we skipped the whole not liking shit, and Nikki's at her beck and call, like as a like just a straight guardian, and it's just like, yo, like, and that's one of her specials, right? And motherfucker pop out, and like she'll do this or turn her neck sideways, and the lights go do, and
then Nikki's at the top rope, ready to pounce.
Fucking fog comes everywhere, and there goes Nikki, and she just
here's a question, because I've gone back and forth in this. I love mystical stuff in wrestling. I love it.
Me too.
Some people don't.
I always have.
Undertaker shooting lightning out of his hands to this day.
Fire.
Steel
coming out of a flaming casket.
Yeah, or just the theatrics and the mystical stuff. I absolutely love.
Like one of my favorite ones is when Daniel Bryan and Kane was a tag team, and he raised his hands up, and the fire started, and Kane was like, I was like, yo, y'all can say what y'all want, man. This is great.
Yeah, but just all the stuff like with Undertaker, he's been buried alive, he comes back. Great. He's been in a casket. The flaming casket was amazing. Man,
the buried alive, when his hand popped out, the pop from that crack, that was like a movie, bro.
Or I'm coming back against Kurt Angle, the ring's moving, and this man comes out in a chariot. Like I'm like, give me mystical stuff in wrestling. I love it.
Or when Yokozuna and them all put him in a casket, and then all of a sudden he shows up on the screen and rises up and says, "I will not rest in peace." Like, what?
The hell out of me.
Set on fire, and he bust out that bitch.
That scared the hell out of me. The Yokozuna, when all of them,
he actually had degree burns from that moment too.
Yeah, because he was just laying there, and then it just went straight. I was like, nope.
That was one of my favorite moments. The gong hit when his. It was like Michael Jackson at a concert when that motherfucker stands out there for 10 minutes. Everybody's just losing their shit, and he hasn't moved an inch, and then all of a sudden, ding, you're like, oh my God.
So, is there a place for stuff like this now in wrestling? I feel like there is.
Yeah,
I feel like people still love it.
Yeah, but I think to that point,
if you believe in what Bray Wyatt believed in, you would definitely love it.
Yeah, but I think because of that point, and because of like how we are with social media and where the landscape, the
reality era.
Yeah, but again too, it's like you have to be very strategic with it.
Be careful.
It takes a lot of planning, and it takes a lot of like, how are we gonna make this work? Because even too, when Bray was doing it, like we didn't have that mystical side like that no more. But Bray found a way to make it work.
Because like everything with when it comes to the mystical realm of things, it has to be intentional. It has to take its time or else it's not going to work. And we know Wyndham put all intentions into everything that he built with the Fiend and all of this and the Funhouse. So it's like, you have to. It's a slow build. It's a slow build, but you have to do it intentionally, literally. And
it don't necessarily all got to be a slow build either, though. I think like if, as long as you know your intent, like you said, your intention has to be there, because that was the thing I kind of wanted for Blair Davenport. Like I thought that Blair Davenport should have had some kind of like mystical thing to her.
I feel like Lyra Valkyria could get away with that.
I still say, she should have that alter ego, like where I forgot the god that she mimics herself after. She should have that alter ego.
See, I think that's the best thing about like wrestling too. You can have these alter egos that you snap Demon Finn. Mick Foley
got rid of that.
I feel like Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind.
Because again, and that's the thing too. Like now you kind of know, so it's like definitely go do it. Like you kind of know now. You gotta remember, like these people are characters and somewhat like heroes and villains. So it's like, go in on it. Like let Lyra Valkyria come out like a whole bird and got like crazy different type of powers. But again, it's just like it's how you work it, because that was the thing I noticed with a lot of people too. It's like Finn's whole presentation was great, but one thing that made Bray so good is Bray's entire like wrestling style changed when he was the Fiend.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
like
that's
some little things of Bray, but it was like, you can tell the difference between these two people. And I knew that when I saw Bray take on the Miz for the Universal title. And it was like, and he came out like Funhouse Bray, and it was like, these are two totally different people when he wrestles. And so it's like that is the kind of like intention that you have when you're coming with this. And I think again, like all of it is there. It's just like, it's just when you decide you want to pull the trigger on it. But right now, like we're still, it goes back to what we talked about with the women division and how they feeling about booking. We're still lacking multiple stories going on and finishing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just focusing on these main guys who want to talk for 18 minutes and no one brings it up, but The Rock come cook and we all talking about 3 minutes and he just, but okay.
Champion.
Yes. Taking soul.
No. Your champion's Cody Rhodes.
No, same. How about our champion? How about that? Let me say it like he did. Nothing but breath.
Okay.
Our champion.
Mm-hmm. The people's champion.
Get yourself together, sir. You know who your champion is.
with adrenaline in your soul.
Oh man.
I did see one of those. I was like, I want your soul, but then where will my adrenaline go?
Oh my goodness!
I saw that one.
These are the times where I love the internet.
This is internet. Yeah, this is a great time on the internet.
The internet is interneting now.
Yeah, but man, we'll see. But that's what I want for Alexa Bliss. And I want more layers of stories. Like I need multiple stories, especially if we're jumping into a 3-hour stint for both Raw and SmackDown. It's like, give us more. Give us more of these things.
Well, thinking about like the layout of how the show is now, remember like even Attitude Era, they would have that common thread that weave throughout the whole show. And they've gotten back to that a bit, which is good, but you look at the Attitude Era too, everybody sort of had their own sort of story to go off of too. Like whatever that main one was for the world title, great. You had a main one for the Intercontinental title, great. Even if you didn't have a title, there was a beef somewhere formed, and they would weave it through the night, depending on what was hot or what was written well. Mm-hmm. I think with 3 hours, you can do a lot in 3 hours. I mean, minus commercial breaks, minus all that stuff. I think in Triple H, I
got some sick backstage segments.
I feel confident in Hunter's ability to figure this out.
He figured it. But I can even give that. If you're doing 3 hours, you can tell 4 stories for each hour. Mm-hmm. It's like how you just said. Championship, women's championship, mid-card, tag team. Mm-hmm. All of that can be told within in 3 hours. That's still 4.
Plenty of time.
You got 4 that don't include titles that you can give a story to. And then you have 4 more that don't require matches, but you start to brew those up of what's going to be the next thing. I think the mayor over on WWT Live last Friday
said NXT formula, to use Sean's formula.
Oh, yeah.
Said it much better. It's like, rotate. Rotate. Like, don't get me wrong. I love seeing Penta, but the fact that we're getting another Penta match Monday, like, it again, they can take a week off. Get at somebody else. Like, let me see Ivy now wrestle next week.
For sure.
Like this
sure.
woman is a beast. Like, give me tag team action. Like, the fact I rarely see my tag team champions, the War Raiders, like, what are we doing?
That's crazy.
It's like, yo, rotate these cats out. I don't need to see CM Punk every week. And that is not me just hating on CM Punk. It's I don't need to see him every single week.
Well, you're about to see him again tomorrow.
But you have like you said with this rotating, even if you don't see them wrestle, you got a backstage segment you can record.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Or have them creeping backstage like you got Shinsuke doing every damn Friday.
Yeah. Or like after we've or like when a match is happening though, like let them come out and sit during the match, watch their opponent.
Or distract.
There's ways to implement them because I even feel like back in the day, like Austin didn't wrestle every Monday.
No, he didn't.
He'd have some wrestle every Monday.
Yep. He'd have it where it come out, do something, interfere, dip. And then that's it.
And
all you had to know was if they were there or not.
Yeah, and come watch the main event or do something like that and stun somebody, we all go home happy. Like that's all you need.
And side note, I got really happy when you said Firefly Funhouse Bray, because I immediately heard the song in my head and saw him coming out with that big smile, and I immediately like I'm just so it made me. You said, yo, that song every time I heard it, and Monday would come on, and we knew we were getting a new episode. I'm like Mr. Rogers, like my dark version of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I'm so here for it.
Wow!
Today's word is sociopath.
Like Bray.
Yeah. R.I.P. Goat.
Man.
But moving on to other trending news, we have found out as well that Carmella's contract has expired within the WWE. Now we know that she went and became a mother. Congratulations to her, especially if you do know her story. Definitely glad that she was able to successfully bear a child and everything like that. Again, we'll get into the details, but congratulations to Carmella. And if you've seen her Instagram, just one of these people that you're very happy to see. But the question is, contract expired. Not saying anything. We know how the world gets when we start seeing these things. It's like, oh, she's going to go to AEW. Nothing like that. If Carmella resigns, I just want to know from y'all, with this new landscape that we got in the women's division, where is the best place for Carmella to be when she returns?
So I don't know why I did that. I just didn't want to interrupt.
No, I actually like that because if sometimes on the show, like straight up a comic book, it just be
like I was in second grade. I ain't done that in a minute.
Yeah, but
I think that Carmella would be a great fit if she wants to get her feet wet, because I know what a lot of people don't know, and I can't say I personally know, but motherhood is, for different types of women, can be very either difficult or very easy to bounce back from. Yeah. In this case for Carmella, she's had a lot of medical things going on that she's trying to stay on top of, which is kind of like delayed her return, according to reports that I've seen. But if she were to come back, I would kind of stick her put her on Fridays, and I would kind of put her in that United States Championship realm card. For some reason, I feel like her and Chelsea Green would give us a really good match. But like I said, not that she would win or anything, but just to get her feet wet, get back in the game. Chelsea's also a great worker to work with, and she knows how to make the opponents look good as well. So I think Friday could be where it's at. Then you also have the likes of Michin, you have Naomi, you have the big 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and all of them. There's a lot that they could still work with Carmella. The women's division has expanded so much, despite the reports about how they may be upset with the booking. This roster is huge, and there's a lot to work with on this roster. And Carmella could definitely find a place. She's former Money in the Bank winner, former champion. It's not like she's a scrub. She could definitely bounce back, and she looks great.
Yeah, I think
It's just
Friday
about
night.
she's ready in time.
Yeah, I think Friday nights would be the best place for her, just because of that United States title. Raw is a tough one because you got Rhea as a juggernaut over there,
And Liv.
yeah, so it's a little tough. And Bailey's back, so there's a little tough treading over there. But I could see her maybe even like figuring out somebody to form a tag team with.
Well, she was already a tag team with my bestie.
Yeah, to help out and well, okay. but
That was yesterday. This is today.
But technically it was last week.
Still saying.
But no, like I think that's a good place for her to be, sort of mid card level there. And the fact that she hasn't her contract is up. But hey, what we got right here?
Your best friend out just be loving my comments. You know what I'm saying? I just want to throw that out there. You know,
bro. She's in my DMs, bro.
I mean, you ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't throw out what we've been.
So I got this guy who does animatronics in my phone, and so I can show him that. If y'all would like to see that one, like we're pretty cool too.
He basically said the same thing I said in my post about her under her post, basically.
But she saw it though, and liked it.
Yeah, that's cute. That's cute for you. That's cute.
With Carmella, and I'll finish up.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, I finish up. I was almost done anyway.
You and that emperor version of yourself. I swear, Counselor.
But
the final emperor.
Hey, I'll take it. Look, we are disrupting Deonne. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, Deonne. Go.
It's rude. No, but Carmella on SmackDown work a lot better for her. And the fact that she hasn't re-signed, which doesn't mean that she, won't re-sign. Right. It's just her contract's up. Could be negotiations going through there. I do worry a little bit because of what's happened with Corey Graves as of recently, with his movement within the company and stuff like that. So that has me a little hesitant as to her re-signing possibly, or whatever's going on with him. But no, best spot for her, SmackDown. She's got there's a lot more things for her to do over there than for Raw at the moment. So yeah, hopefully she resigns, because I think she could fit in well over there.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement. SmackDown is the best.
Yeah, she doesn't feel out of place. Like
no, not at all.
She wouldn't feel out of place still. Like we just insert her back into it. I think she's an easier piece to like plug and play, for lack of a better term. Yeah.
And she's definitely one of those that I think would blend in well with and again, this is no like disrespect to her or anything. I don't want like the IWC to feel that way about it, but she would blend in very well with the current women's US division. Like her, Carmella, Michin, B-Fab. But I think like those four can really help strengthen that title. Mm-hmm. And her falling right back into there. Even Piper Niven. I'm going to throw Piper Niven in there.
Man, yeah.
Having them all bout for that belt and having like Carmella like immediately jumping into the Chelsea Green like feud and everything, like just the promos between the two of them together, hilarious.
Mm-hmm. And I know we talk about a lot of belts, but having two more women's titles is huge. Like now you have a roster where we don't have to all fight over one title on a Friday night. Now we have an opportunity to be a United States champion, Intercontinental champion. I think that's a good thing to come back to too. Because if you can't get main event status and go for that, man, this United States and Intercontinental title, they're new. We got to build a legacy from it. Let's do it from there.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think that's the great thing about this too. Like you said, you don't have them battling over one title, but then also too, you don't have a whole bunch of them sitting in the back of catering because you don't see them yet possibly going for the title,
world title,
or then putting them in like useless 6-women tag matches that don't go anywhere. And it's just like, oh, we're just going to keep doing that each week because we just want to make sure that y'all are on television rather than giving them an actual developing story. Mm-hmm. And so I think now you get to have them, because I would love to see like a women's US title tournament or anything like for WrestleMania, like a ladder match for the women's U.S. title.
Oh my, yeah, because
give these girls a spotlight. I think this is where like you don't have to necessarily put your main champion at risk and still get to do a lot of cool stuff. Like even like how in the episode that y'all are gonna see where we are, our last episode where we booked our own Elimination Chamber match, like having Lyra Valkyria and Dakota Kai do a last woman standing match. It's like, yo, you get to see these women go off, put on an excellent show, but you don't risk again, like your main champion, heaven forbids anything happens, but you don't have to worry about this sound or the ambulance coming having to pick somebody up.
And you build the legacy of those titles too, because they're how many months new? They're still pretty new titles.
They are.
There's an opportunity there to grow it. And Carmella, I mean, that whole women's division completely capable of pulling off anything that is sort of presented in front of them, especially something like a ladder match, which I would love to see. That'd be great.
I would love to see stuff like that.
Gold. Take my money.
Because even the Money in the Bank recently, the recent Money in the Bank match, I enjoyed that one probably more than I remember more from that than the men's one.
Nah, that men's one was ass.
I don't remember much
compared to the women's. Yeah, I don't even remember the men's one.
That's Chelsea's
ass.
That was Chelsea's moment. That was was Zelina in that one?
I love
Zelina was in that one.
Zelina was Zoe Stark when she did the destroyer.
I love Chelsea so much because as soon as it was over, I was like, I really hope she show up with like a neck brace or something on and do all of her interviews that way. Yep. And I think she showed up the next time we saw her, she was playing it up perfectly. Like that, when she gets her shot to run with the big title.
Oh, it's over.
Oh, it's over.
It's
totally
over.
Entertainment.
Especially the way she's running with this U.S. title run, man.
And she's Canadian. That's hilarious.
She's Canadian, and she's wearing Wonder Woman outfits every single week.
Your favorite Canadian.
I get it, man. Like it's just something about her that every year I want to pick her for the Rumble, but I know she won't win. But when she gets eliminated, you hear the crowd just like
it's always changed.
There's gonna come a point in time where they're gonna get us a moment where we have to care about Chelsea, and Chelsea is gonna redeem herself. She's gonna disappear for a little bit, either like hurt as far as storyline or whatever, and then she's gonna come back, and everybody hears that. Shh, it's Chelsea. Everybody's gonna lose their shit. Yeah.
Well, I just hope one of her War Rumble tactics work for once. You know what I mean? Like she's been hidden or like going under the rope like the last 2 or 3 years, I think, and always being there, but not there, but not at the end.
She's an ultimate seller.
She is, and the cool thing about Chelsea though as well is that there's so many different like versions to her. Like there's so many, like she's so versatile. So you're only seeing this one version of Chelsea. Like we've seen like some of the things that she's been like within like Lucha Underground, TNA, or Impact at the time. So it's like it's still those layers there that it's like, yo, we haven't even scratched the surface of Chelsea Green, but we haven't even scratched the surface of this character. Sure. What we do know, it's like we're invested in her. And we can see that Chelsea can give us some longevity with what she does. And I think, too, she will become a top player in the women's division. Oh, sure. But again, it's the same thing like how we were just talking about with just letting a lot of the stuff cook. Same thing with Carmella. And I think now having these 2 titles, having these 2 new titles given, it gives us a chance, not just us a chance, but it gives Creative and TKO a chance to see like, hey, some of these women that you'd have never thought would be a champion, you're strapping the mid-card title on them, and they're showing you why they can be a champion other than just taking the risk of making someone Money in the Bank and it'd be like, that may not go over the way
you have to try to build that person for a year, hopefully.
Yeah.
To execute that. It's like I've done a lot of back in the days, but like WCW, if you won the United States title, you knew you were next in line for the World Championship, just like the Intercontinental title sort of in WWE. But I knew it was like really, really prevalent in WCW. So you knew who your next person was kind of up if they won that certain title.
Yep.
This is obviously going to be the same for the women's.
Yeah. So I Yeah, and I look forward to it. So, again, don't know what's going to go on with Carmelo. We just know contract has expired. That is it. Not saying like, oh, it's over. They're going to none of that. So, but as the story develop and we find some more interesting things about it, we will let y'all know. Y'all know we're going to talk about it on here.
I know the happiest person, real quick. I'm sorry. The happiest person to see her return will definitely be R-Truth.
Oh, yeah.
Dance break time.
Oh, the good old dance breaks.
I missed that.
Oh, especially she go back to say, yeah, I love those. Yo.
Triple H dancing, bro.
Just real quick. Shout out to Carmelo Hayes. Because the fact that
he kicked out.
He kicked out to a fucking invisible pin. Like, how hard do you not have to laugh for that shit? Like, the camera was right on him too when he sat up. I would have been cracking up.
And he looked like, yo, wait, what happened?
Yeah. Like, what the
fuck? Up so fast.
And why is R-Truth counting?
Like, it's 2. It was a 2 count. And then he went back over by the minute.
And tagged.
R-Truth, yo, give him a Hall of Fame ring right now, bro.
Please.
Right now, today. Rey Mysterio still got a Hall of Fame ring and he's retired. Look at Trish.
Yeah, that did.
That rule is done now. Just give it to R-Truth and continue. Period.
Yo, real shit. If R-Truth ain't a first ballot one, I'm gonna be a little tight. R-Truth definitely gotta be first ballot. Like he gotta be the main one. Like that's man, dude.
And who should induct him? His childhood hero.
Oh, yes. That would be so good.
It would be so good.
That would be hilarious, yo. Yeah, imagine.
I need a segment with Truth and Cena this year. Like, I need a few segments. If you're not going to retire him with Cena and give him this, I'm sorry, I love you like I dreamed.
Hey, I would love to see a tag team run with John Cena and R-Truth and they win the belts. I would love to see that.
Cena don't have that many dates, dude. Does he?
It ain't got to be a lot. It ain't got a lot.
We got the whole rest of the year.
Yeah,
it might happen. It might happen at like a house show.
Yeah, most likely.
They always like to have fun on the house shows.
Or even too, you know what? It could be like, again, if John Cena's there, say for instance, John Cena want to do like a quick little NXT run and stuff, and you get like somebody like a Wesley and Ethan Page to go up against John Cena and R-Truth. But he's like the mystery opponent. I'm like the mystery tag team partner. He said there's only one person I can think to bring out, and then R-Truth comes out. Boy,
the fact that R-Truth just wears like the wristbands and armbands too, it's hilarious, man. Because he gets a pop. Like he was when they were here in Atlanta.
When he starts doing the show,
he wrestled on Main Event before the show started. Does it? And the crowd was we were so loud for Truth, man. We love R-Truth so much.
We love him. That 24/7, 7-Eleven, I-95 Interstate Championship. Love him.
Oh man.
But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, guys.
National treasure. All right, now it is time. Of course, if you're watching this, the Elimination Chamber is happening tonight. It is going down in Toronto. Going down. Now, of course, if you're watching this is pre-recorded, as we've said. So,
boy, I saw her face.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized I got to make predictions now, and then I got to stick with them by the time we get to WWT as well.
Oh yeah,
yes, you do.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's go.
I mean, but you can always change them. You can always be like,
I am allowed to change my mind. I am allowed.
I said this, but just like the SmackDown episode.
I just like being a woman.
Predictions are subject to change.
Yeah, put a little disclaimer at the bottom.
I just like being a woman on our word. That's all. What is that? What was that? What was that silence?
Elimination Chamber, right? Yeah. We got title implications and souls being taken.
Souls being taken. Now again, we because this was pre-recorded, we may not have all the matches that are happening. We have a majority of them, but I think we're just like lacking maybe one match that we may not know of. So I filled it in thanks to Deonne, because this match should happen. I'm just throwing that out there. This should happen. If it don't happen,
with Deon's pick for fantasy booking.
yes. If you haven't checked it out, please go check out the previous episode where we build our Elimination Chamber PLE. It is on my YouTube channel.
You can skip through mine if you watch it. You can skip through mine.
So watch at least the first 5 minutes of his.
No, watch everything. Support the struggles, okay? Support us in our best and our worst. Damn it, okay?
Support the struggle. Dang it, love me at my best and my worst.
Oh, good grief.
Period.
But yeah, so if this match is to happen, I want to know, what are y'all predictions on the outcome of this match? Who is walking away as the Intercontinental Champion?
It's dirty time.
Hell yeah, dirty
time to get dirty.
We haven't seen him with some gold since the North American title. So yeah, I would have to agree with Deonne.
It's time to get dirty, man. That's what it says.
I think these dogs gonna keep barking, y'all. I think Braun is gonna fold him up like a lawn chair. It's gonna be
He's gonna fold him up like Reaper.
No, he gonna fold him up like how Christian used to get speared by Goldberg.
Boy, Goldberg had something deep inside, like an issue with Christian, man. Because Christian had no right getting no spears like that, man.
Dead wrong.
I don't know if Christian just stole it great.
Disrespectful.
Man, Goldberg had an issue with that, man. I was like, yo, why you keep doing that to bro? I know we ain't supposed to like Christian.
What did he do to you?
I don't know what he did to you. Shit.
That's the origin of the turtleneck with no sleeves. That's where that come from.
And the fact that he still wears that shit is annoying.
Oh, like, this man is diabolical. He got a turtleneck with no sleeves.
and he'll be in like a hot state in the summertime with that shit on. I'm like, bro, give it up.
I'm like, yo, this man is to not be trusted. anybody walking around in that, this man is a pure villain.
That's diabolical. With a capital
D. Yes, with a capital D. If this match does come into fruition before it airs today, this is the pick that we are going for. But again, like we said, we had to pre-record this, so we don't have the full schedule. But
we'd love to see it.
We'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Now, this is our next match: the unsanctioned Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Who walks out as champion? I mean, who walks out the winner, and how?
I think the ref is gonna have to be like, yo, just stop this match, because they're not gonna stop.
Yeah, I sort of picked the same thing. It sort of ends with both of them being incapacitated to continue. This leads to the WrestleMania match where Sami Zayn can fulfill his dream, his boyhood dream of being Mick Foley, as they compete in a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania.
Now, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in the Hell in the Cell to finish and wrap this up at Mania would be pretty freaking amazing.
He gets to fulfill his dream, as Will calls him, Mick Foley Jr.
Or even an I Quit match. Like something intense, or an Iron Man. I don't know, maybe not Iron Man.
I don't think we get like a legit winner.
Is knocking for me.
Yeah, I don't think we get a legit winner from this, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I kind of smell shenanigans.
My prediction is this will be the first match in history where you can hit the skip button and it go to the next match, which is what I'll be doing.
This match is for Toronto.
Yeah, and I don't care. I don't care.
Well, damn, we'll just move on to the next one.
I've seen this like 9 times. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm so tired.
Fight Forever 2,735 right here.
I would rather this be Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in a non-sanctioned match. That give me that. I'm so done with. Like,
well, since you put it that way, let's move on.
So this next one, which is also for Toronto, man, 25 years of Trish Stratus, and she is jumping back in the ring with my client, the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton, to take on Candice LeRae and Nia Jax. Now, who walks out the winner of this match?
I mean, it's for Toronto, right?
It is for Toronto. or Toronto, as I guess we've been
Toronto. Yeah.
Toronto.
They even say it on WWE like Toronto. I'm like,
Toronto.
no, it's Toronto. That's what Boss Lady told me.
To run his mouth. Oh no,
Boss Lady
your candy ass.
saying.
That's what I remember.
It's her. So I don't know if she's telling us the right thing.
That's the only promo from Toronto I remember is The Rock's, like Hollywood one.
Yep.
To run his mouth. Oh no, your candy ass. He called him like maple leaf syrup candy, something like that.
Chelsea
Doesn't
Green
matter, give us
honestly
the
called
buck.
herself the best thing to come out of Canada since maple syrup or something
Yeah.
like that. She said
She
something
is.
like that on Friday.
Let's keep it real. She is. I'm like, yo, Canada.
I
Y'all
see no lies. I see no
Maple
lies.
syrup, Drake, Chelsea Green. That's y'all three tops right there.
What about you said Trish?
That's four.
Who did you say first?
Maple syrup, Drake, Chelsea Green.
I would take Drake out and put in Boss Lady.
Drake got a whole private jet with an owl on it. They love that man, despite what we've been seeing lately.
Yeah, they do.
Toronto stands for their hometown hero.
Which you have to, right?
As they should. As they
Yeah.
should.
But for this, I think the same thing is going to happen. I think Trish for the hometown or for the country wins this because I don't know where this could lead. I think that's what we always think about. We think about where these things can lead, and we already know what Tiffany's up to for WrestleMania, but we don't know what Trish might be up to for WrestleMania. She just got squashed recently,
and for me, I think that's why they pick up the win because what I'm smelling is either, well, most likely Nia Jax versus Trish at WrestleMania.
Wow.
Because again, Nia don't have nothing right now after this match is done, and
that's a good thing for Nia too. She had a great year. She needs to be on that card, and
with a legend.
Being with a legend, that's the next best thing. It's
And
either legend or celebrity.
Yeah.
Pick the legend, especially her.
Mm-hmm. Because they'll work great. We saw it like this last on SmackDown last week. Like it's there. And of course, like with the post that she's been making, like it sells itself.
Yeah.
I feel like this match might end up pissing some people off. And the only reason why I say that is because, yes, we are in Toronto. I know under the Vince regime, hometown heroes don't win. But there have still been cases, even in this regime, where that could still possibly happen. And the reason why I see that happening is because of the roadblock named Charlotte Flair. So I think Nia and Candice sneak away with this win.
I can see them still picking up the win, but I definitely see it being Nia pins Trish. I don't see it being your champion is going to get pinned.
Yeah, not this close to Mania.
Yeah. If you want to take out the hometown feel, then that's what you do. But also, though, two of them can't lose. So even if we go back to the match I don't care about, I don't see Sammy winning the unsanctioned match. I know y'all saying it's just going to end with no one winning, but I feel like
it's a win-win for Canada, though. I'll tell you that.
There's
no hometown heroes losing there.
Kevin Owens needs that win to move on to Randy Orton because he needs to have that high of saying he was right, and then Randy comes out. So I think, and especially with Trish having 25 years, I think that's the thing you want to set up is her pinning Nia Jax. But either way, either one, even if Nia wins, I think that's the road that's inevitable that's going to happen. We're going to get Trish and Nia at WrestleMania.
A stratisfactional force versus an immovable object.
Which is pretty good, man. I mean, that's the next best thing, right?
Yeah.
That's big for Nia, man.
Yeah, huge.
And then if you have Charlotte out there, this is where Tiffany gets her upper hand on Charlotte. And now Charlotte's down and she's standing there. Which also, I'm going to say this, but I want to say this right. This is how I also know no one wanted this to happen at the Royal Rumble because I don't think Charlotte is fully healed.
No, she's not. She's not.
Oh, no?
No, that's what I've heard too.
Yeah, because if you've noticed,
very gingerly down that aisle.
Yeah, And she has not been in a match since Royal Rumble.
So come in and do Rumble, get you done, and then
And
no more wrestling. We got to get you to Mania.
Yeah, because if you notice, that's what they've been doing. Like, she hasn't taken a bump.
But why though, man? Like
because it's Tiffy time.
If we know
I'm gonna put my trust in Triple H, like we said earlier. And I'm gonna say it's Tiffy time, man. Like, I understand Charlotte is one of Triple H's NXT babies, but she's not a baby no more. And she's had all the feats and accolades that you could give her under the sun. Put this girl over, because everybody knows that this is the match we wanted to see for years. Because all we did was compare, but Tiffy time is on another like I want to see Tiffy.
So this solidifies Tiffany's like this is her moment.
This is her
one of the greatest champions. Is that why we were like, we got to get Charlotte back in there?
I see it. I don't agree with it. I think that you rushed it. I don't think you do that. I think if you really wanted to sell this, it should have been Tiffy time versus Bianca Belair.
Because she's the one with the undefeated record. She's the one that's had missed a pay-per-view in Lord knows how long.
Exactly. And then again, so you even keep Bianca strong, that's when you get the Jade Cargill return. And we find out who really did it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to have Bianca at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to have a good threat for her to be like, oh shit, she might lose her streak.
That's why I was just like, I think it was too quick. And I think, because again, too, and it's just like, as much again, and I know how I be doing it when I come to Charlotte Hogan, but taking away from, like we said, don't sell, I'm going to sell on this one. I'm very concerned about her as a person. Like, let's take away the Charlotte like persona and everything. Like, yo, like
physical, mental,
everything looks very concerning to me. Like, this is the skinniest I've ever seen Charlotte. She's going through a divorce. You're now throwing the WrestleMania whole weight on her shoulders. She's not fully healed. And also, too, this is the first time where she's been hurt like that and has to bounce back.
Yeah, that's her first like big injury.
Like legit.
Yeah. And that can change you. That can really change a lot of your mental. Like, again, we go back to Brian Pillman and when that happened to him. So it's just like, yo, I'm very concerned for her. Again, not everybody's John Cena. Can everybody bounce back like Madison Square Garden Royal Rumble? So it's just like, I'm very concerned about.
No, not Shawn Michaels.
No. So it's just like, it's one of those of like, yo, like, was it really necessary for this to happen just so you could be at WrestleMania?
Man, I feel like it could have been so much more impactful if Tiffy had a different opponent by the time we get to Mania. And Tiffy's up there winning. It's Tiffy time, fireworks, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, everybody would lose their mind then.
That would have been
it. Would have lost their mind then.
Yeah.
Would have been with it.
Because that could have closed night one. And
we know that we're going into that.
Final standoff. That's the last picture you get. Those two beautiful box office blondes.
And then too, that would have been the greatest thing to promote the first ever 2-night SummerSlam.
Yep.
It is. It's 2 nights this year.
Right? It is 2 nights this year in Jersey for the first time ever.
That would have been the perfect way to kick off SummerSlam. But it's just like, that's why I say too, it's the ego thing, the pride and what you're trying to push. But it's like, yo, like, I'm genuinely concerned for her.
Part of me thought that maybe that's the point, though. Part of me is thinking that this whole Charlotte entering the Rumble at 27, winning at the number, that always win, like that's a lucky number draw, and win and make it to WrestleMania. What I feel like is Triple H is doing that cerebral assassin shit where he's brain ninja, like he's a brain ninja, and he's giving us exactly what we don't want right to us in our face right now, so he can capitalize and give us exactly what he knows we've wanted for a long time. Tiffany versus Charlotte, Tiffany for the win. I mean, what if the whole don't selling thing is like to downplay the fact that she is she is the Flair. She is gonna come in like she owns the place. She is gonna come in and take everybody's spot and put it. Like, what if that's a front?
I mean, that's a great front though, and I can see that happening. But that's not the part that we're concerned about.
No, I get that.
It's your in-ring performance, because all of that can sell. But if you do like the dude that used to be with Shinsuke that introduced him and your fucking knee blow out the first 2 minutes of the match.
Oops, yeah, we were there for that one.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah, and he ain't never came back. Like, that was it.
Wait, say that again.
Well, he got released
who
too.
was that?
Boots. Remember when him and
Shinsuke guitar
was supposed to
Boogs. Rick Boogs. My name is Rick. Yeah.
I thought they were gonna win those titles that night too.
And that man whole knee came crashing down. It's like, yo, I have not seen Charlotte Flair in the ring in a regular match since this return. And again, Royal Rumble is something different because you can take breaks. You don't have to be in the full thing. And if you go back and watch it, she wasn't. She was not fighting the whole time. And then again, like I said, before her lifting up the point to the sign, she literally was like hunched over on that turnbuckle and took her time coming up. So it's like, yo, like, does she get a match before Mania? Is she still able to really go like that?
I would think with this one too, with what Mania being in the middle of April too, her and Tiffany will have a lot of time to sort of rehearse this, go over this match, right? Mm-hmm. I think that would be the best thing for those two to work around it. But I don't know, Will, when you're talking about injuries, you're completely right. Like, once you have that big one, you've been great for so long, and you have Derrick Rose, perfect example. Derrick Rose, youngest MVP, fantastic on Chicago, did not trust his knee anymore after that, and became a journeyman in the NBA. We still love him, but we always think about what he could have been if not for that injury, and mentally, because he was doing like windmills and stuff in practice, but game time came along.
That was it.
Didn't trust it.
Yeah, so that's why it's like, if it's a story like how you're saying, honey, I need to see her in a match before Mania. I need to see that she's okay. I need to see that Charlotte is back. I don't need you to go over the top. I don't need you to jump on the top turnbuckle and do the moonsault, none of that. But I need to know that you can work a match, because I am genuinely concerned for her, and I don't want her rushing because she's missed the business so much that you cause further damage to yourself. Because the one thing I don't want to see is the downslide of Charlotte. Like, I know a lot of people talk shit about her. A lot of people, again, even me.
You don't like to see, man.
Yeah, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see that happen to you. So again, even if it is like, yo, you have to take a rest, you're not ready for Mania, that's okay. I'd rather you come back stronger than ever so you can show them why you are the queen.
And it's no shade. We did pretty okay WrestleMania 40 without Charlotte Flair. And not saying that we don't care about you or we're not investing in you anymore. It's just saying, like, it's okay to not be okay. So
it's because we care. It's because we care. We want to make sure.
We want the full Charlotte. We want the Charlotte we know that can come in and talk her shit and walk in like she owns the place. If and that was the case, we would have no problem.
Yeah. So until I see that, that's why I'm just like, all right, I'm a whole judgment. But yeah, so we're gonna see in this tag match as this story develops. Final boss will be at the Elimination Chamber, and we smelling it. He's smelling souls, because that's what he's coming for.
That man's just gonna go right up to Cody and inhale, and the soul's gonna come. It's gonna look like Mortal Kombat.
Smell it.
It's gonna look like Mortal Kombat.
Look, sidebar on this. Sidebar on this shit.
Like Shane Mortal Kombat.
Sidebar of this shit. Deonne, you can't tell me when that soul snatch happened on that new Mortal Kombat, that motherfucker wasn't fired.
I mean,
you just being a hater.
I would have to see it. I would have to see it. I'll be a judge. I'll be the mutual judge.
I'll tell you when Shane, yo, man.
Nah.
You being a hater. That's what you're doing right now.
No. What was our first Shang song name? Carry something. The guy from the first movie.
Yes.
That's Shang Tsung, man.
Man, that's Council Han, dog. How you gonna get that Shang Tsung?
What you mean?
That's not Council
That's
Han.
not him from Rush
That's
Hour.
not Council Han. No, it's not.
Rush
No, it's
Hour.
not
Wait,
Council Han.
no, in the new one.
In the new one.
Oh,
No,
the
that's not
new
him
one.
either.
Who was that then? I swear that's Council Han.
I think that's the guy that was in The Dark Knight when he went over an extra.
Oh yeah.
I think that might be
accountant. A very good calculation.
See, you don't even know who Shang Tsung was in the new one. That's how trash that movie was.
He said, "See, you don't even know."
That's how trash that movie was.
Yeah, it is him.
My goodness, your soul is mine.
The one in the TV where Joker was like, "And I know the squealers when I see them."
Yeah, that was him. That show was.
Okay, he was Shang Tsung. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I give it a watch.
With his hair like Jericho. Like Jericho in 99. Tell me
that is exactly how they dress. No. Now we know that is exactly how they would dress. Okay. Because he going like Emperor Faye. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Because if you watch Shogun,
he had black hair, but imagine Jericho with black hair and the bun he showed up.
I don't want to imagine Jericho with black hair. I can't see that. That's weird.
Just imagine that hairstyle with black hair. That's on Shang Tsung top of his head. Anyway, souls from the Rock.
You're being a certain way right now, and I'm just letting you know that. Okay.
That movie was terrible.
He's taking. We're about to call Dwayne the new Soul Man. Dead ass. He's taking his father's moniker to a whole nother level, bro.
Soul Man final boss. Wow.
That's wild.
So this is big, man. We didn't expect to get The Rock at Elimination Chamber. We didn't expect to get him on SmackDown recently.
So then here's my question. Here's my question to y'all. Because we also were under the impression, did this shit get set on fire again?
Prayers up.
What are they doing? I'm sorry. But I live in Gotham City, and so shit just be randomly on fire. Like, and the buildings that I can see out here have caught on fire several times, I think because of an insurance scam. And I just see the fire truck out here and firefighters like at the top of the same building that was on fire. So I'm like, is it on fire again?
Prayers up. Prayers up.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, nobody's in it. It was like a parking garage. Like
I know, but still, even still, be safe.
Yeah, no, this shit is empty and abandoned. So yeah. But my question is, we're seeing this, and we also know Cody doesn't have an opponent yet.
Which we find out who his opponent is for this one.
But also too,
Elimination Chamber.
We find out what the decision is. So let's say, for instance, let's go down just this path.
Cody didn't do Rumble either, did he?
No, he did Rumble. He did it with Kevin under the.
I thought that was Saturday Night Main Event.
No, that was Royal Rumble.
Oh, oops.
Let me know where you got your pack from. I want that.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Whoo!
Sorry.
Woo. Woo. She said Saturday Night Main Event. What?
Sorry.
That's where he ain't been.
That's where right. That's where he ain't been. You're right.
That's where the whole title thing went down.
Yeah,
remember?
Like,
That's right. Okay.
But let's say Cody says no. And then what is really seeming like is Rock could possibly still show up for Mania this year.
Oh man.
Paint me the picture of your chamber, your men's chamber. You know what? No.
Yeah.
We can't because we're gonna be here forever.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna save that for last. Let's do these predictions. Women's chamber match. Who are you picking as the winner? And who? First of all, who are the final two? And then who is your winner? Deonne. Listen, first off, I'm just letting y'all know how much I do like that because I told y'all it'd be chaotic on Shroud of a Comic Book, and I just be like, "Yo, can y'all raise y'all hand on who want to go first?"
Quarterbacking is tough, man.
And it just be like, and they'll be saying, "All right, we'll get us back on task." No, fuck y'all now. Like, y'all all talking over each other. It's like because at least when y'all see us, like we may talk over each other, but we got enough
wherewithal.
We got enough pride to be like, "Hey, I'll stop so you can go," or "Hey, Honey be like, okay, I'll stop so you go this time. Like, we know, no, like sometimes these motherfuckers will just keep both talking, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all know we on Zoom too, so ain't nobody gonna hear what the fuck you just said. Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, yo, y'all, you look, one of you can recede and then say your point. Like,
I could be a good timekeeper.
that's what the fuck I'm gonna need, that beat. Like, hey, y'all know.
Yeah.
But shout out to the professor on WP Live, because he definitely helped me in structuring to be able to do that. So I will give him that. Being able to like point like, hey, let me get your opinion. So shout out to him. I definitely learned a lot from him.
Same.
Realm of hosting. But again, let's keep it pushing. Last two in the chamber, and who comes out the victor? Deonne.
So my last two is Roxanne and Bianca. Those are my last two. So let me give you the premise here.
I just ate some sour Skittles.
So I will. So the last three people would have been Naomi. Naomi is eliminated by Roxanne after a miscommunication between Naomi and Bianca. But while the chamber door is open and Naomi is leaving, Jade runs in, takes out both Naomi and Bianca. Sort of implying, take with that what you want. But Roxanne then crawls over to Bianca and steals the win. Roxanne's off to WrestleMania. Now Jade has attacked both Bianca and Naomi. We'll leave it there. We'll let Hunter figure out the rest. That's my ending.
No notes.
I was just going to say, I'm kind of on board with that.
No notes.
I'm kind of on board with that.
Chef's kiss, put it to print. Let's make it happen.
Because we got to have some shenanigans with the door being open, man. It wouldn't be an elimination chamber if there weren't shenanigans with the door being open and people just running in or coming through. So, or nope, I'm sticking with this. I thought about a Kofi situation where somebody gets attacked on their way and somebody's
eliminated and
somebody just took their spot.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that, because I feel like they'll do that to Roxanne.
Yeah,
that's so Vince. That's
why I stopped.
Because the only one that happened to is Roxanne, bro. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Because they pull some whole shit like that. Nah.
So my final two, I'm kind of I love your idea, Deonne, but I'm kind of on board with half of what you're going with. Okay. I do have Bianca in here as one of the last women standing. However, on the other side, I think I want the goddess there. I want the goddess and Bianca, because what were we talking about earlier? Talking about Alexa Bliss reveling in what she really is. And I think she could probably help Bianca embrace who she really used to be. And maybe we get the final reveal of Bianca being heel later on, and that she's the one who attacked Jade, since that's what everybody wants. But I really want the goddess in there. I really want the goddess in there. I don't know about who. And I want the goddess at Mania. So yeah, goddess is winning. Yeah.
Will, I think we got yours, right?
Yeah, you already know how this is going down.
Who's she taking out? Please say Liv.
So what I want is sort of in the same realm that Deonne just said. I want it to be Alexa takes out Liv. They're the fight. So the final three are Roxanne, Alexa, and Liv. Alexa gets payback and knocks Liv out. And then here comes Roxanne, pop rocks, pins Liv, and she goes to WrestleMania.
Ooh, okay.
Because my only thing is Alexa's on SmackDown. So I don't see them putting her there. Then now
moving her back.
Yeah, true.
That's not. But again, I can be completely wrong.
That's a good thought, though.
But yeah, but I'm like with that, the Y6 implications. It's like, but I can see that happening. Like, Liv, like sneaks and rolls up Alexa, and then Alexa hits her with Sister Abigail and knocks her out. And then here come Roxanne with Pop Rock City and then pins her.
Imagine Alexa Bliss doesn't sell the Oblivion, backflips and then catches her in a sister like rolls back and then catches Liv and a sister Abigail?
First off,
book it.
What book it? Send Liv over to SmackDown. Since you're always over there anyway.
Right.
Might as well.
Right.
Bring Dominic with you and Raquel. Keep the rest of them over there.
But what's wild about this one, like Bianca and Naomi, they're on SmackDown, right? So there's a mixture
everywhere technically.
Because they're tag team. That's right. Because they're tag.
It's portaled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only
3 H's because of the tag team titles.
So the only one that's on SmackDown is Alexa.
Well, no, Naomi is.
Bailey too.
No, Bailey's on Raw.
Bailey's on Raw now.
Yeah. Bailey got switched to Raw.
Y'all good. You know what?
Because I'm just thinking like,
all right.
On Raw.
That's all right, Triple H. There's just so much going on, and that's what I'm talking about. That cerebral assassin ninja brain fucking shit. Like I can't keep up.
Yeah, my whole thing is like,
you watch it.
I know, I do. It's just
but
there's just so many layers. You know, it's like onions. Ogres have layers, onions have layers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shrek. Okay.
But that's my pick. Either way, we're getting Pop Rock Mania.
Roxy Mania.
Both. I'm getting both. Pop Rock Mania, Roxy Mania, and the Pereziacs running wild.
I want Howdy Mania, man.
Nah. Wyatt Mania, maybe. We can get that. But Howdy Mania. Nah, player, not around here. Not player. All right, the final prediction match, because I know we pressed for time on this. But men's Royal Rumble. So this is how I want this to link up. I want you to choose who's winning this. And now, once you've chosen that winner, with the implications that The Rock has given Cody Rhodes, what does that WrestleMania match now look like? Honey, got the hand up first. She says she's ready to tell a story.
Cena.
Okay.
Cena. Because Cena, you can leave it to Cena to go have a segment with Cody and try to talk him out of making this kind of a decision, because he's dealt with authority like this in ways like this before, which could potentially lead to Cena Rock 3.
Well, we're going to get that. I know we're going to get that.
But I definitely think that it could be John Cena and Cody.
Okay, but with the final boss now looming, how would you decorate that? Is it just going to be a straight match between them?
No, maybe not.
Boy, Deonne over there.
My mind is like exploding because
I want to know what Deonne's thinking. I am going to pick. This might be the safe pick, but I am going to pick John Cena only because he made it very interesting with how he entered this Elimination Chamber and didn't even have to qualify for it.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah. And we need Cena at Mania. I mean, well, Cena's going to happen at Mania regardless. What we thinking, Deonne?
Okay. So initially, before the other part of Will's question, I was like, Cena wins, let's say. CM Punk, Cena, last two in the chamber. I think that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
But I keep thinking about like this damn favor and the idea or possibility of like CM Punk selling his soul or something, man. I don't know. Like
to The Rock?
My brain was going crazy a little bit. And that guarantees CM Punk everything he's possibly wanted. I don't know.
Everything he's
wanted. I'm sorry.
I don't know how it happens.
CM Punk style to sell his soul, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing of why I was like, I like that, but I definitely don't see him
for a main event at WrestleMania when he just
that's the monkey wrench that clocks it. That's the monkey wrench that clocks it. So here's how I go with it. I first thought Cena wins, and then we get Cena versus Cody with The Rock as special guest referee to call the match.
To ensure that he gets his champion.
That boy gonna count slow.
But now that you say it,
He's gonna be clapping like you did.
but now that you say it, I think we still get Cena winning. Cody calls in his favor. No, CM Punk calls in his favor. Triple threat match for the title, and Rock is still special guest referee.
And the reason why CM Punk has to call in this favor and didn't win this chamber is because of that motherfucker right there up top in the middle.
Logan Paul, yeah.
CM Punk is going to be the one that gets screwed by Logan Paul at this chamber.
There's so many pieces going. So many pieces.
Yeah.
But I guess
the final three, CM Punk, Logan Paul, and Cena.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
But we've all picked. Did we all pick Cena?
Yeah, I think we all picked Cena. Now, I also had this because I was being petty.
Oh, God.
CM Punk wins, and then that's when you get The Rock going.
Oh, no.
Again? Again? I think CM Punk got PTSD from that. If that happens again, he's probably going to beat the shit out of The Rock.
You can get yours next time, player. The final boss says you can get yours next time.
That's why.
Especially all that shit
talking about your arms are too short to box with who?
Mm-hmm. But
Hey,
well, guess what? Now you staring at God. Swing if you want. And that's what
fire your ass quick.
You want
Not
to
for nothing.
Also, too, though, that's where the favor also come in to become a triple threat match. Cody, CM Punk, and The Rock.
So we are gonna get a modern day version of Vince and Stone Cold through CM Punk and The Rock. Oh my God. And Cody's gonna be the corporate sellout later.
Well, that's
on.
if he sells out. That's if he sells out. It's not that it's him with The Rock and Vince.
I think
Homelander Cody.
I think CM Punk sellout would be that much more impactful.
I think it would be more shocking. Because
for him to sell his soul to The Rock.
But
you didn't even sell your soul to Vince or Triple H. You sold it to The Rock.
But that's the thing too, though. You know what it reminds me of?
Wild.
It just reminds me though of
that's wild.
Stone Cold at WrestleMania 17, where he said that was his biggest regret.
Shaking hands with Vince.
Yeah, because again, bro, I don't see that going over well with the people. Like, and I don't mean in the just like the Heat story way. Like, feel like you're like, yo, like kids are gonna cry that CM Punk did that. Like,
I think kids will cry harder if Cody does it.
That would be
but Cody's can make sense. Like CM Punk has always stood on this mountain. Like he 9-yeared it out, not being in here to do it, and just to I'm telling you, like
9 years just to come back and have the same shit done to you. Oh my God!
I'd laugh my ass off. Like I promise you, y'all gonna have to check on me afterwards because I'm gonna be like, I had a stroke from laughing too hard, and I'm in the hospital now. And it was all worth it.
There's just so many implications from this, though, man. Like this is now we're in WrestleMania season. Like this match, Rock coming back, Cena possibly winning, whatever CM Punk's favor is. Roman isn't even on this card. What is he doing? Probably Seth, right? Probably going up against Seth at WrestleMania.
Drew would probably like a dark horse. Drew is the real dark horse. No, the only reason why is because of his interactions with Cody lately.
But this is Rock and Drew are very close. That could. I mean, I'm just throwing stuff out.
Look, this is how I feel.
I'm Mr. Fantastic in here, right? I'm reaching. Like I get it. I get it.
You reach it. Yeah. All I can think of is that meme they be saying of like Drew gonna win no chamber. No, you're not.
No, you're not. You sure about that?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Hilarious, man.
Oh,
nah, but that is wild, Councilman. Yeah. That is wild. Well, that's some good shit because I would never have seen that coming.
And I like your story before about like The Rock has sort of infiltrated Cody's circle, like strategically. Yeah, has infiltrated him into Cody's life.
Like Doctor Strange couldn't even paint that good of a story. Like holy shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I've Cena probably wins this one. I'm still picking Cena.
Yeah,
whatever shenanigans happen around it, I want Cena to win.
Yeah, Cena's pulling this out for me too. So we're gonna see tonight Elimination Chamber. Again, it's starting at 7 on the East Coast, 4 on the West Coast. You do not want to miss this. I think all of this has big implications moving into WrestleMania Las Vegas. So you definitely want to check this out. I'm not sure what's going to be going on with the Women's Wrestling Talk. They may be doing a lot watch along and a post show, but make sure you go over there to check it out just to make sure. And join in on that community and check out Elimination Chamber. Be surprised. I was like, what?
I do that sometimes. WWT.
Okay, gotcha.
What?
So you could just.
Yeah.
Well, we'll close.
I'm a whatever girl. I like Clueless. Whatever.
No, you just showed your age.
I think we all are around that same time.
I think we've all been showed our ages, Councilman. Clearly, I'm a grandma to some of y'all in this chat. Sage D, King Michael, all y'all.
Mm-hmm. My knee hurt.
It's gonna rain today.
Yo, bro, my mom saw that clip and was laughing her ass off. She said, "Y'all are so silly.
Y'all are stupid.
Y'all are so silly." But okay, man. Speaking of Elimination Chamber, man, we are now moving into our fantasy booking. Now, we've been talking about the Elimination Chamber, which we know is one of the most stacked Elimination Chambers we have seen in a while. But we also want to do our own booking. Now, you've seen us build out our Elimination Chamber PLE, but we wanted to bring it somewhere else, somewhere that it hasn't been. And I think that's one of where we have the hottest women's roster on the planet right now. And an NXT Elimination.
That's silver?
Oh, yeah. It was. I think it was just only right.
That was dope.
Thank you so much.
A platinum chamber with the all black.
I think it was just only right that we have our picks of what we would have for a men's and women's Elimination Chamber with NXT stars. And not only are we going to do it with the current roster, we're going to do an all-star roster with anyone that has been a part of the NXT brand. And so we've all come together. We've made our picks. We've picked who we want to go with. And so in the order, we're going to start with Honey. We're going to move to Deonne, and then I will go last. But we're going to do men first because, of course, the women would be the main event. So we're going to save the best for last. Starting off with the current men's roster, then the current women's roster. Then we'll jump into our all-star men's and all-star women's roster. So, Honey, are you ready to present your first chamber match for NXT?
See.
I don't know why no luchador did that. I don't know.
Only Andrade did that, but he was like, see, like hitting his leg.
Didn't Alberto used to do it too?
Fucking Alberto.
Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, Alberto Del Rio?
I thought he may have done it.
I don't
remember.
Alberto is
anyway.
Yeah,
the biggest piece of trash. Just I'm gonna leave it at that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Honey's men's Elimination Chamber. Let them know who you picked as the lineup.
I have chosen my current roster for the NXT men's Elimination Chamber. I think this is a pretty solid card for this. Match up. We have Trick Willie, All Ego Ethan Page, the young OG Javon Evans, Wes Lee, Sean Spears, the chairman, and Eddie Thorpe. It took everything in me to not resist putting Eddie Thorpe up, because it's like, all right, fine, we're here with you, so I got to put you in here. But
I think the match fits him though.
The match fits him. Yeah.
I think they all fit well in this match, for sure.
Only if Sean Spears bring back the perfect 10, I'll get on board then. Dude, that perfect 10
Dillinger gone.
He gone. Bad.
He gone.
That jacket with that high collar.
I was able to be blessed with one opportunity to see him as the perfect 10, and that was at the Royal Rumble when he came out at number 10. And I was like, I get the music, we get to do the 10. I'm set. I'm good. I don't need nothing else.
and see what you loved about it, Deonne. That's the one thing I hated. I hated that high ass collar belt. I'm like, you don't take that shit off.
Like, what are you doing? Tanning? What are we tanning? Like
Like he look like one of them dogs that got the cone on their head and shit.
yeah. Or you look like in the 80s, the mom or the 70s, the moms with the tanning with the
Yeah, I was like, yo, what is this? This don't even go with none of your stuff at all.
looking like you're trying not to overheat, you know.
Well, the jacket lit up. You needed room for the wires and the stuff for
Yeah, I
the
guess.
skin to light up, you know?
Whoever was styling at that time, it was
You needed
not
space in the jacket.
Styling wasn't styling.
Not around here, player.
Well, who's winning this one if he's not the perfect 10?
Who's winning?
Believe it or not, I have the chairman winning this.
A word.
Mm-hmm. I think it's time to put a little seasoning into that main card picture, and Shawn Spears definitely has it. We've seen Ego, we've seen Trick Willie. Wesley still has to, has time to get there. Maybe he can get to Obafemi. Not that he'll win anyway, and Eddie Thorpe is going to get demolished by Trick. So Shawn Spears, the chairman.
Okay. Deonne, your pick.
To win this one, come out. I'm going Ethan, man. I like that guy a lot.
Ego.
I've been rooting for him ever since he dropped that diss track, Halloween Havoc.
Fire diss track too. It was so fire. For no reason.
Yeah. You know what though? I too am gonna go with Shawn Spears. I think the maniacal mindset that he has now, I think he's strategic. Yeah, I think he's strategic enough to do what he needs to do to win this chamber. And I think the last two will be him and Javon Evans. And then he knocks Javon Evans out. So, but yes, this is Honey's men's elimination chamber with the current roster now. It is time for the women.
My women's, however.
Well, because you lose it, you never win.
Oh, boy.
That stuff is...
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this one. Oh, I knew this would look good too when you did it.
That's a good lineup.
So for my women's elimination chamber for the NXT Women's Championship is Jada Parker, Lola Vice. You're welcome, Sid. Kaylani Jordan, Zarya, Cora Jade, and the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace.
It's me.
Straight up. Straight like that. Straight like that.
Woo! This right here finna be yo.
Dangerous.
No matter where this is, that's match of the night. No
Yep.
matter where this is at.
Yep.
This is match of the night.
Yep.
But who is coming out the victor?
The victor is Jordan Grace.
Okay. Deonne, your selection. Who's winning?
I was gonna go Jordan Grace too, because Lola has her underground match, right? Like, and we don't only do elimination chambers once a year, but having somebody start off being like, "This is my match," like the Hell in a Cell is Triple H's match at this point. Like, this man been in a million of them. Yeah, having something like this where she can equally say, like, "This is my match," to hold over Lola, and the fact that there's 5 other competitors in that match too, dog, she could run with that.
Yeah. A highlight reel. The highlight reel of the whole thing is definitely going to be Kaylani Jordan. Dark horse, I would even say Jada Parker to possibly win, but I see my final two being Zarya and Jordan, just a battle of brutality, like just straight up, and may the best woman win. And Jordan Grace comes out on top because Julia, we coming for you.
All right, that's y'all pick. I'm picking the dark horse of this. Wins the elimination chamber.
Ooh, Cora Jade. I wouldn't be mad at that. She could sneak her way out of this.
Yo,
she could.
Hardcore. Let's not forget that. In them endings, this is her playground.
Yeah, she likes this shit.
This is her playground. And I think that this is where you're going to get to see Cora shine. My runner-up for that was going to be Kaylani Jordan with her new attitude. But I think Cora Jade is going to be the highlight of this whole shit.
There's going to be multiple spears through the chamber with Jordan and Zarya. Like, that's what make me think Zarya get taken out.
And
the
we'll-
way I got this going is Kaylani almost makes it to win, but doesn't, because after this and going into Stand and Deliver, she's gonna have a new attitude, like full blown heel mode.
That chamber changes you.
that chamber changes you, man. That's why I think Cora gonna win. But all right, it's time for your all-star version. So this is for anybody that has ever been on the NXT roster. And we're starting off with your men's elimination chamber. And I think y'all also gonna like the graphic for this, because I wanted to make it just a tad different for the all-stars. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Honey's men's elimination all-star chamber match.
Oh,
that's sexy right there. Look at that. Ooh, and it's gold in there, black and gold.
Mhm.
Just so y'all remember where this platinum era, they ran so black and gold. Black and gold ran so y'all could walk. Yeah, I meant the other way. That was so bad.
She's so excited. She's so damn
I am excited because this was something that I know that everybody would love. I wanted to go with something fun, something versatile, and uncertain as shit. Like, you don't know, you just have to pick. But for my men's elimination chamber for the NXT championship, we have the Velveteen Dream. Mind you, this is all time, all-star. Velveteen Dream, Demon Balor, because that makes a difference. We're not doing Prince Finn the second time. We're doing Demon Balor, the GOAT. Adam Cole, baby. Bobby Roode,
glorious.
Aleister Black, and Keith Lee.
Wow, I guess who's gonna win this, Will?
Right. I have no idea who she's picking to win this.
No clue. Honey, who's winning this?
Y'all, it's so funny because I love to shock you guys with my bias, but I'm not going with my bias here. My bias is going to be the second man up, because he's going to go into a nasty feud with the winner, and that will be Demon Balor.
Well, she be saying that's her best friend.
You be.
Oh, I swear,
Boy,
she ain't picked her friends yet.
jeez.
That's what
I'm being a booker. I'm not being a bias. Okay, I'm not being biased. I'm being a booker.
Man, I Tony
This
Khan
is
this
business.
thing. I'm playing toys.
I'm handling business.
I'm picking my babies. Okay,
I don't give a damn what you say. I don't give a damn what y'all say. How about that?
She ain't picked her friends yet on anything.
Bro, I was picking them all last year. Where were you?
Hey, we're in episode 9 of this, though.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
I said Zelina Vega should have been. I said Zelina Vega should have been the Money in the Bank winner. I said she should have been Queen of the Ring again. But then Nia ruined all of that.
Not on this podcast, you didn't.
9 episodes.
Not over here, play.
Not over here.
Not over here.
Not up in here. Y'all annoying. But anyway,
Leon, your pick. Who you got?
y'all like
It's
my
hard
match?
for me to. It's
Y'all
hard,
don't like
I
my
love it. It's
Y'all
hard
don't
for me to
like-
go
y'all don't
against.
like it. Y'all don't like it.
It's hard for me to go against Demon Finn, because that's just it's a juggernaut. He's only lost once in
Because
the Edge,
I
and
want
that shouldn't happen.
Alistair and Finn at Stand and Deliver. Like, I don't understand why y'all don't see the logic in what I'm doing.
So hard for me to go up against this, but I'm going with the glorious one to pull this out. Bobby Roode is coming out of this thing
I don't think so.
glorious.
No shot.
Yeah, him, no.
No,
I know, right?
he's got no shot.
Yeah, no.
This is
Y'all
mine.
telling me I can't vote for my friends. Yes, I can.
No. We didn't. No. We didn't tell you anything. We didn't say that. You did that.
Well, y'all are ragging on me because I'm not voting for my friends.
All
I'm sorry, we're not all biased like you, Will.
Well, I'll say it like this: you sitting here booking for the next thing. You're gonna love this Mortal Kombat movie when you watch it. Then. So you're gonna enjoy so much.
No, I'm not.
I was watching that
Oh.
mess like, what the is this?
Yeah, I'm going with Adam Cole, baby.
Wow.
Last shot.
Wow.
Last shot to the back of
Wow.
the head, pins, gets it.
It's like winning an all-star game, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's like
We all know during this time, you could not keep Adam Cole out. Like, Adam Cole was that dude.
His matches were killer.
Yep. Either that or
that back. What was that? That super kick to Ricochet.
Oh
when
my
he
goodness,
flipped
he
up
hit him right on the money.
Panama Sunrise to Demon Balor pins him. Over. But that's that pick. Now it is time for your women's all-star NXT Elimination Chamber match. Honey, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
We present to you her chamber selection.
All-star. All-star again, right on the money. Got the EST Bianca, and mind you, this is heel Bianca. Number one. Number two, Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. Lash Legend, let's just do it. Stephanie Vicaire, Io Sky, and Julia. I'm putting the champion in here.
And who's walking the winner?
Stephanie walking out with 2 belts.
No notes.
I like chaos. I like to make things interesting.
No notes. Deonne, your choice.
We're talking NXT personalities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean,
Shayna's killing everybody in that cage.
NXT
Shayna.
That's
everybody walking out with a broken
arm. That's my pick. Everybody getting put to sleep.
Yeah.
Everybody going to bed.
Shayna and Stephanie would go so hard.
Everybody tapping, napping, or snapping. I
love how weekly we talk about Shayna Baszler in that time. I feel like we've talked about her multiple times, just in 9 episodes of like how she's being like it's a disservice to what she's getting now. Bring her back to what she was before,
and I know how
let
to
her walk through people.
And I know how to do it. You kick Zoe Stark through a barbershop window and wear all black.
Or simply go back to NXT.
She did already.
Nah,
She can't go back. She can't go back.
Nah, you go back now and you trying to get your resurgence back. Like, because again, you think about it, there's a lot of people that would love to wrestle her in NXT right now, especially also with this TNA partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Like, imagine she go take Masha Slamovich title.
Did she just go to like GCW
that's a tribute
or something?
That's a tribute back to Bloodsport last year.
Yeah.
So
it make a lot of sense for her to go say, I'm going to get my snap back.
That's a good reboot. That's a great reboot.
I'm looking at Bianca and I'm like, damn, girl, your evolution, bro.
Man, she went from like a young lady to this just amazing woman. Like, yo.
And to know her story too is dope too. Like what she was battling and stuff is
so good. Lash Legend, though, in this match, between Lash Legend, as far as strength, and Io with the high fly and the daredevilness of her, I think those two are my highlight reels for this match. Like, they're guys, they're people to keep eyes on.
Notice how no one said Julia was doing anything.
Okay.
But that was Honey's picks in this NXT Elimination Chamber. And now, moving on to Deonne.
I'm excited for this.
I am too, because she just cooked with hers. Like
she did. I don't know. I was looking at my list the entire time.
No, don't do that. Because you picked Steve.
No, don't second guess yourselves, but thank you.
Oh, I'm not. I didn't second guess myself. I know.
Okay.
Deonne's is fire too.
Well, let's go into it then. Men's current Elimination Chamber match. I got Oba coming in as champion. So, got my boy Ethan Page, Javon Evans, Oba, Trick, Ricky Saints, and Lexis King.
It's me.
You know what? I was gonna put Lexis King in my shit, but I'm like, nah. But he's on the rise though. But this looks dope.
I think this will be a fun time. We got the youngster Javon. He can jump off, fall off stuff. We're good there.
Hanging off the shit.
We got Ricky in there, like that being like his sort of coming out moment.
Why did we both just do in the same direction too?
I love it. It was just perfect. It was like
we need to clip that for when we make our little teaser trailers.
Yeah. But yeah, I had Oba come in as champion, and it was so hard for me to think like Oba not walking out as champion in this.
Out of all of this,
and
it's so tough though. I went back and forth between Ethan and Oba just retaining.
Okay,
but I don't think you have a match like this and you get a person retaining.
The ruler?
Oh, who you pick?
He's not just any person.
So who you picking?
He gonna pick Ricky. He picked Ricky. You fucked around and picked Ricky.
Oba retains.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If Will didn't choose this picture for him and him staring me down this way, I don't know if I would have picked it.
That's how I felt about Jacob in the last episode. I'm like, all right, Jacob, fine, you got it. I pick you. I choose you.
But I think this would be fun because you got so many different styles in there, and the possibilities are endless with the creativity that all of these guys have.
Yeah, they do. I'm going with Oba as well. Oba taking it. Oba, the ruler remains. Honey, your pick.
The ruler. Hello.
There we go. And so it's said, and so it shall be written.
It worked.
Now it's time for your women's
current
elimination chamber.
So I got the incredible Sol Ruka.
You switched it up a little bit. I
Jordan
see
Grace,
that.
Lash Legend, Jada Parker, Stephanie Vakur, and Zarya.
This is gonna be ridiculous.
I love that all of ours are the same except one, Deonne.
Yeah.
Literally, you put Sol Ruka, I put Kaylani in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Either way, we're not wrong.
I know, right? Like Sol Ruka is that person that's going to create all the movement, all the other stuff that you need from that.
Right. Hanging from the elimination chamber and pulling a soul snatcher?
Possibly. That was my first thought.
Yo, Jada might take that one. I ain't even gonna front. Jada might take that.
Lash would be a good one to take it too.
That too. I was going to say or Lash.
Yeah, winner
Lash
for this one.
Yeah,
Man,
who's the winner?
I love Sol Ruka to death. I do. She pulls this off. I'm picking Sol Ruka to walk out of the chamber.
All right, one for Honolulu. Let's go.
She's so fun to watch. She is
very fun.
Yeah.
My goodness, the athletic ability from her is just amazing.
She's like the women's like Kaylani's the RVD. You have her as like an X-Pac ish type style with her with doing the flips and the X factors and the high kicks and shit.
It's Jeff Hardy versus RVD for me. If those are the two,
that's it. That's it. Yeah,
that's
there
perfect.
Yep.
There you
Honey,
go.
who's your pick?
I mean, it's similar to my roster. I might have to still go with the same thing. Jordan Grace, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Jordan Grace.
For this one, I ain't gonna lie. I'm going Lash Legend. I think Lash Legend pulls it off and wins the chamber. I think she showcases it all, man. I think she pins Jordan Grace.
Ooh, that's big.
We need to take all of our fantasy bookings and play them on 2K.
Yes,
like imagine Lash Legend doing what she did to Piper Niven and them with Zarya and Jordan Grace.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said
big girls in this one, man.
as we said. All right, so now it's time for the all-star version. And I ain't lie, man. Yo, his women's one, when we get to that one, whoo!
I'm scared.
It was a fun time. I wanted to take them from different times.
That was my thought. You took me there like the Rugrats song. But we got to start off with the men first. So I present to y'all Deonne's men's all-star elimination chamber.
So I got Bobby Roode, Carmelo Hayes, Keith Lee, bringing Neville back, Adam Cole, and Samoa Joe.
You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
You got Keith Lee and Samoa Joe in the
Yo, do you know that shit gonna break? That chamber's gonna break.
Dead ass. We have not seen a chamber break. Like we've seen the plexiglass break and a ring break, but that whole shit might come down.
Again,
that chamber gonna break, bro.
From
Adam Cole and Mello.
I tried to look
Neville
from that first iteration. I got Black and Gold in there. I got the Splatter NXT 2.0 in there. I think I'm covered.
Days of early NXT in there too, man.
Oh shit. You got the Genesis. You got the Genesis NXT.
So for this one, man, I know Bobby's in it. I know I picked him last time.
Only because it was my card.
But okay. All right.
That's what you get for telling him no.
I know, right?
I was kidding.
She said no. Oh.
Winner for this is tough. I went between Keith Lee and Samoa Joe on this one.
You got
Keith Lee is getting this W for this one. The final two is him and Samoa Joe.
Oh, bask in his glory.
Yep.
For he is limitless.
Because I get every generation here. I get the movement. I get the high stuff. I get the monsters in there. It's perfect for me, at least.
Keith
That
Lee.
stare down gonna be tough.
Yeah, I'm going Keith Lee as well. Keith Lee is my choice. Honey.
I don't want to jump on a bandwagon and be like, I'll pick Keith Lee too. I would pick Keith Lee in any sense, but I'm just saying Samoa Joe.
I'm not
Samoa
mad.
Joe was pretty savage in NXT, man.
I ain't mad at that choice either. Samoa Joe.
It was my blast.
Either one. But you know, we just coming out Black History Month, so I gotta do it. And finally, the women's All-Star Elimination Chamber for NXT.
My pick, Shayna Baszler, Ember Moon,
Oh my lord. He put
Bayley.
Paige in here.
Paige, Becky Lynch, and Alexa Bliss. Again, I tried to take from moments in NXT history. And here we go.
You taking Hugger Bailey, you taking Irish Dancing Becky.
Well, give me some Bailey to
I
Bailey.
made sure to make sure I found the NXT versions of these.
I see what you did.
You know, we get all the NXT pictures, not the recent ones. Fuck that.
Dude,
Who you
fun
got?
time. Again, over here on Kayfabe Podcast, we do love a certain person. The greatest horsewoman of all time. Bailey is hugging her way
According to them.
all the way to the win in this one. Bailey takes a dub. Hey, Bailey. Ooh. I want to know. Will you be my girl?
Honey, who you got? I got
Shayna's putting that Hugger shit to sleep. Shayna. I got Shayna. I was stuck between Shayna or Ember Moon, but I'm going with Shayna.
Man, I'm going Amber Moon. Eclipse out of nowhere.
I love her
from
Eclipse.
the pod. From top
What
of
a move, though, man. Like,
It's a
my
great
goodness.
move.
yes, that's what I'm getting. Eclipse from the chamber pod to seal the victory.
Nobody picking their favorite horsewoman or nothing, man.
Well, I did. I took care of
Ooh.
it. Will picked. I took care of it. Don't worry, Will.
Yeah,
I got you.
He picked the best horsewoman.
Yeah.
It's Bailey. Who you talking about? Because I don't see the other one.
I don't even see Mercedes Sasha on here. I'm surprised.
If I had to pick between the two, I was picking Bailey. Sasha Bailey, I'm picking Bailey.
During this time, yes. If I'm just being NXT wise, I would have went with this one too. It ain't I like Sasha when she went up. Like she was good in NXT. I'm not taking that away from her, but Sasha got in her bag when she went to main
Sasha was ruthless in NXT.
But
I know.
best matches in NXT, those two versus Bailey, but they had gotten called up once before.
Yeah,
They came back and did the last
woman. Yeah.
setting,
Which
which was great. Still two of my favorite matches to this day.
Yeah, but when she went up and she got that upgrade and even got that upgrade too in the face, I was like, yo, Sasha in her bag.
Yeah, Bailey sort of stumbled out of the gates on the main roster, but her NXT run, flawless. Flawless.
Yeah, man. Those are, man, y'all got some solid picks.
Those were cool. That was a cool one. I want to see every single one of those matches, especially the men's all-star one.
Yeah, we got to like Deonne said, we got to play them on 2K. I'm gonna go through mine a little bit because I know we still got the blind five that we got.
Yeah.
So this is my men's current roster elimination chamber. I got Moose.
Hey, I know. Hey, is Moose NXT?
That's a partnership, so that can happen.
That's true.
That's part of the current roster, so that
That's
can happen. I got Moose, Rick Williams, Ethan Payne, Devon Evans, Ricky Saints, Sean Spears. And if you think Moose is not walking out,
me too.
You a dumbass.
That's all I can say.
Moose for me too.
All right, honey, you jumping on the bandwagon for this one?
I will definitely.
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.
We got room over here on the wagon. We got room. That's my pick.
Y'all better have room. We trios champs, man.
You know the video we need is the one like Roman says. That's right, no pop. If
Yeah.
somebody say something.
Yeah, that's right. No problem. I need that for Jacob. That's
There's
right.
there's a lot of things that we need more of Roman.
That's
that
right.
Roman
No
said.
problem.
Yep. But all right, my women's current roster elimination check. I was with
Very close.
very close. I got Sol Ruka, Jordan Grace, Fallon Henley, Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan, Lash Legend. And for this one, Kalani Jordan is taking the winning in the chamber. She's walking out the winner of this chamber match.
See, this one I'm saying Lash.
If
I
I got
think Lash.
I got 3 of the ones in mind, and I still picked Sol Ruka to win. So I'm picking
Sol Ruka's gonna be highlight for me on this one.
I'm picking her to win.
But Kaylani gonna walk out the victor on this one.
Because nobody does it like Lonnie.
Do it like Lonnie. That's all I'm gonna let y'all know. But now my all-stars. My all-stars, man.
I'm terrified.
What we got?
This is my men's all-star chamber match. Neville,
What about Shin?
Adam Cole, Samoa Joe, Keith Lee, Demon Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Again.
You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
Oh, would you look at? Oh, wait. Oh, it's unfortunately.
Oh shit, man!
That's just a fun time, man.
That's a fun This one is another one. Wherever
This
it's
would have to and this is no offense to the women at all, but this would have to be the main event.
yeah, this one's still
This
in the show.
shit gotta be the main
This
event.
show still in my pick.
These are all, and every single one of them were NXT champions.
Yep. And I am going with my boy Keith Lee. Super powerbomb the Demon Finn Balor. Rolls him up, takes the victory.
I try to bury my demon.
Nah.
In this match, a loss won't hurt you. Look
Nah,
at this
and,
lineup.
and the fact that and the fact is Keith Lee gonna have to do it like 3 times to him for it to happen.
Or my pick, Samoa Joe with the muscle buster. Like
I love how it's either him or Keith.
yes, either one, man.
Yeah. I'm basking in that glory that night.
Yes, indeed. But now
Who's that champ I see?
that's my pick for those.
Oh, these are so good. These were really, really good today. Like this episode was really good with these.
And last and certainly not least, my
Oh,
women's all-star chamber match.
Oh,
We brought Mandy Rose into the fold.
and Asuka. Oh my god.
We got Paige, Shayna Baszler, Amber Moon, Mandy Rose, Asuka, and Kairi Sane in the women's elimination chamber match.
The constant has been Shayna Baszler, right?
This
Yeah.
is good, bro.
Like that's been the one across all of our list.
Yep. But this one tough. This one tough though. Like, first of all, you got all the greatest NXT women's champions in this match.
Asuka might take this one from me.
Accompanied to the ring by Dakota Kai and the W.
Yeah, I'm going with Asuka too. Nobody's ever ready, ever.
NXT Asuka, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think her, Baszler, and Paige are the final 3, but Asuka pulls it off. That's
Poor Paige. She's
Paige there, but again, Paige
She was
crawls.
the hottest commodity at that time, though, in NXT, man.
Yeah, undefeated Asuka. Come on.
Yeah,
Not
Goldberg, Oscar. Yeah, nah.
not
Nah.
that. Man, so that was our chamber selections.
Still the greatest backhand in the business.
You stop that because then Mayor gonna want to come on here and defend this. Okay, but we still got one more
Pulling
segment,
his ass out all week.
and that is, of course, our last segment.
love
It's time for the Blind Five, ladies and gentlemen. The Blind Five. Blind Five. All right. And of course, today's segment is Honey holding it down for the Blind Five. And just so we keep this thing moving steadily, I'm gonna choose to go first on this one.
Okay. Let's go.
No, I'm so no. Rewind. I apologize, honey. That was very rude of me. I do apologize. Because I forgot. Blind Five, you pick who goes first.
Oh.
That's right.
Well,
Keep it consistent. We gotta keep it consistent. You choose who goes first.
Because if you wanted to choose to go first, if you want to volunteer as tribute,
Well,
please.
I want to take that away. I'm gonna take that. Now again, you can always be like, you still going first either way. It's just now my choice.
Right.
I see.
So y'all, all right. So I know the last couple of times I had done like two separate topics, but I'm gonna give both of y'all the same one.
Right.
Does that make sense?
I'll do mine. Yeah, I'll do mine while we perfect.
All right.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So I say the topic afterwards, right?
It's up to you.
Up to
It's
you.
All right.
Who's going first?
Okay. Deonne, let's go first.
Oh, yeah, she been on your head.
Come on, Deonne. Unforgettable and iconic WWE moments.
Whew.
All right.
Ready? Got
Let's do
your
it.
one through five?
I'm ready.
All right. The debut of Jericho.
Ooh.
Oh, Y2K. Y2J, excuse me.
Give me number 3.
The Millennium Man.
I'm taking number 3. I put Jericho at 3.
Jericho at 3 for Deonne. Okay.
One of the greatest debuts of all time.
Probably. Yeah. Let's see. Another debut. John Cena's debut against Kurt Angle, kicking off the Ruthless Aggression era.
Impactful because look at the run that he's on now. Better than Jericho versus Jericho coming in and the Rocks in the ring. I'm going to go 5. I'm going to go Ruthless Aggression Cena 5. This is always tough because you try to hold out for the top spots for something better, and it never pans out that way.
The Stone Cold Beer Bath.
The one against the McMahons and the Rock. I want to roll in to Philadelphia. Roll right. Wait, what do you say? Gonna go into the SmackDown hotel, roll right into room 316, and burn that bitch to the ground. That one.
He said, The Rock says, you take that truck and turn it back around.
You know, that's the last build of Mania for me. I'm putting that at number 2. I'm putting that at 2. I love that.
Oh, shit.
So we're gonna roll into Philadelphia, check right in to the SmackDown hotel, roll right in to room 316, and burn that son of a bitch to the yeah. I remember that. I remember that.
Word for word, and I'm here for that.
Burn that son of a bitch.
Just 3 words for this next one. It's me, Austin.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, and you only got 1 and 4. You only got 1 and 4.
What could be better than that to me?
Shit.
The ultimate heel turn.
First of all, that's bigger than Jericho coming. So that's already the fuck up right there.
Yeah. The greater power.
The greater power, sacrificing Stephanie.
I'm putting that at number 1.
Okay.
It's me, Austin. And JR just sealed it for me. Son of a bitch.
I'm so scared.
Oh God, you double-crossing son of a bitch.
What's the last one?
I'm so scared for you, sir.
White Boots Rock debut. What's the last one, honey?
You know how you love your stories.
Cody's debut.
Cody finishing the story.
At 4, shit.
You're welcome.
Justice served. Revenge fulfilled.
I told you,
She got a little-
my revenges are extended.
Got a little PlayStation trophy popped up at the,
Yep.
at the top.
Right at the top. Well, if you make these a clip, you gotta put that in there.
All right, so Deonne, just to re-clarify, yes, please, because that would be funny. Just to re-clarify your blind five for the most unforgettable and iconic WWE moments, we have the debut of John Cena against Kurt Angle, kicking off the Ruthless Aggression era at number 5.
That's the best spot.
We have Cody finishing the story, which was just last year, I think,
Should
at
not be there.
WrestleMania 40
That's,
at number 4.
that's nasty work for you, bro. That's nasty work.
The debut of Chris Jericho at number 3.
You put that over finishing the story.
The Austin beer bath at number 2.
Love it.
Yeah.
And the reveal of the greater power, it's me, Austin, from Vince McMahon.
My only flip would be Jericho and Cody. That'd be my only flip if
He's
I
like,
was
I just want to move him up one more, please. Just
I
one
mean,
more.
the first two, I feel like they sit where they should sit.
Exactly. So but you forced me to put Cody
I
at
think
4.
anything related to Austin is always at that top moment.
But
It's crazy.
WWE Endgame, and you put Jericho before that,
This is a blind 5, man. I didn't know what was coming next.
Cody finished the story, and he needed Cena and Taker to do it.
Okay, Roman hasn't won a single match without somebody in a hoodie showing up. So you stop it.
Y'all love every single one of them in them hoodies.
Stop
Yep.
it.
And again, he beat Cena at SummerSlam with no help.
That wasn't the same Cena. That's like Jordan coming back for the Wizards.
Bro, chill.
Cena like that?
You chill. That was good. That
Like,
was some good
you're
stuff.
still okay, but you ain't what you
That
used
was
to
a great match, man.
be. You're not what you used to be. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready, honey. Hit me
You ready,
with your
Councilman?
best shot. Hit me with your best shot.
Okay. For your iconic WWE moments, and this is overall, this is like WWE, NXT, SmackDown, whatever, all of it.
Well, we know NXT was gonna be in there.
It has to be there with you.
Mhm.
It has to.
I knew she was gonna name that.
The debut of Adam Cole, or the reveal of Adam Cole at NXT TakeOver during Drew McIntyre's championship match.
5. I didn't know who Adam Cole was at that time.
I found out that
Understandable.
night who Adam Cole was that night, which is
I did.
crazy. I knew of him before, but I was annoyed by the Bebe stuff. But
Mhm.
that night, I jumped on the bandwagon. I was like, Bebe, all
I
night.
I didn't know none of that, but I was like, oh, this dude gonna be something. That's what I know. This dude about to be something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's 5 for me.
Barbershop window.
4.
Okay.
For moments, man.
Shocking moments, iconic moments. Okay.
I mean, it's iconic, but I know what you're doing, honey.
I'm not doing
He's
anything.
paying anything for NXT.
I'm not
at
doing
one.
anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. My job is done.
Out of the top 3, I'll be happy with the 3.
The appearance of Jordan Grace confronting Roxanne Perez.
Man, that gotta be number 2. That gotta be number 2 for me.
Keith Lee becoming double champ.
Number 1, and I don't care what number 3 is. I'm solidifying that, yo. Limitless double champ, yeah.
Yeah, man.
One.
Not many people are double champ.
What's the last one?
You know what it is.
I was actually gonna say an unforgettable, iconic moment. I was gonna say this one before I said the last one, but Undertaker throwing off Mick Foley, the Hell in the Cell match.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that being 3.
That's crazy. I'm not.
I'm okay with that being 3.
Dude, we see that mess every year still to this day.
I mean, we do. It's iconic. Don't get me wrong. It is iconic, but you're also talking to Mr. NXT.
Yes.
Like Jordan Grace.
You know what? That should be your name. That should be your new name.
Change
That's
from councilman to Mr. NXT. Yeah,
Councilman NXT.
I am fully content with this list.
So, like I said, the real revenge and job I came to do has already been done. So
No, you still ain't hit me.
Mm.
This still is.
I feel like mine
I
was.
think we're good. I think we're good. You're
I feel like
fine.
mine was a stray, honestly.
Yeah,
So,
for some reason you keep aiming your Uzi at me, but then he getting hit. Yo, you like nice fooling them.
I'm just getting.
Look, there's a triage over there. I'm gonna get you the same.
So, Will, just to re-clarify your iconic moments for your blind five. The debut of Adam Cole at number 5. Number 4, the barbershop window segment with Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels kicking off the heel turn in HBK. 3, Taker throwing Mick Foley off of the Hell in the Cell. 2, Jordan Grace returning. Well, not returning, coming over to NXT and confronting Roxanne Perez, and Keith Lee winning double champ. I'm okay with that list. I'm low key okay with that list.
Yeah. Yes, and the only reason why 3 and 4 are the way they are, I wasn't there when those happened. I wasn't there during the mirror.
It wasn't Mr. NXT yet.
No, and then I came in during the Attitude Era with Rock and Stone Cold, so I didn't see those happen.
You didn't see the cage? Oh, really?
No, I came right after. I think maybe a year or so after.
Oh, well, that's true, because wasn't it 99 or 98?
Yeah, and I
probably,
and I had just missed that one. Like I literally had just missed that.
Probably 98.
While you had just missed it, me and Deonne were getting PTSD. And we were like,
So I wasn't there for that. I wasn't there for like the birth of like Marty Jannetty and the Shawn Michaels thing. So it's like, again, they are iconic.
For some reason, I remember that. For some reason, there's very distinct things that I remember as a kid, and I don't even remember how old I was when I saw it, but I remember seeing Shawn kick Marty Jannetty into the window, and I remember seeing the debut of The Undertaker.
And I feel like that's why I love neon lights so much, because WWF back in the day, everything was neon lights. The stage, the entranceway, love neon lights.
Hell yeah. Even the post in the back where they're coming out of Gorilla and everything.
Neon lights.
Good job, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Great blind five.
Still waiting on the revenge, but
that is my blind five. Like I said, there's levels to my revenge.
If I was these, these bullets come out and heal, right?
For now.
But yes, that's gonna be our plot. That's gonna be the end.
Deon's like, I'm burning this shit. I have no evidence, none whatsoever.
He's like, we know what's not getting made into a clip. But man, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for another fantastic episode of Kayfabe. Once again, we do know this is a pre-recorded episode, but we do hope that you enjoy. But do not worry, we're going to be back in in 2 weeks, live and in living color, so y'all can be able to join us in the chat live, being able to throw your comments in there. But we do hope you enjoy this episode of the Kayfabe Podcast. Let us know your predictions before Elimination Chamber starts, and also let us know how you would book NXT's Elimination Chamber match for the men and women's current roster and a men's and women's all-star roster as well. And then give us your blind five of iconic WWE moments ranging from 5 to 1. And then make sure that you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure y'all throw y'all comments under the video. And because believe me, it helps so much. Make sure you're following at Wrestling with Honey and at All Star Fandom as well. Make sure you support over there. Don't miss the Honey Prop Predictions. Do not miss All Star Fandom's incredible content that he is putting out every single week, from reviews even to the dope creative themes that they throw out. You do not want to miss it. We appreciate each and every single one of y'all, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.